Finna get it back cracking, man. Finna finish the rest from yesterday, man. Where my people at? Where my people go? Hmm. That's a good bell pepper right there. Bell pepper nose. I'm waiting till my people pop on to that. They might have shadow banned me already. Oh, he's talking about King Von. Oh, I don't believe it. Run it up, hit that like button. Boy, I'm starving. Mama Lean ain't feeding me. Y'all go on the Mama Lean page and tell her I said, feed me, Seymour, feed me. Hit that like button, y'all come in the chat. Y'all know what's going on. I'm finna start. I'm gonna get right back to it with my opinion. So we got enough people in the chat. I was finna try to I was gonna try to fast, but I think that's gonna be hard. You don't think she don't be feeding me?
Yes, I do, y'all. Don't let him lie to y'all.
She right here eating a big ass steak burrito.
No, I'm not.
What y'all on? Hey, it's part 2, man. I'm finna get to the rest of the. I know. Hey, look. I know y'all went and watched it without me. I know y'all did. I know y'all did. They said feed that man. Feed that man.
Y'all know I feed that man. Stop playing.
Said hit some burpees. I ain't got time, man. I got a busy life, man. I got sitting on here in a 10-yard, 10-kid, a tin hut, boot wearing now. This right here, I made a gel pizza. Let me show y'all. A gel pizza. Hey, if you know, you know. You hear me? Let me know y'all ready. Y'all ready for me to start? I know y'all, but y'all tapped in and probably want to watch the rest of them. But it's all good. This is a King Yellow reaction. Y'all gonna see my face expression and see how you know what I'm saying? UK. So they ain't got no guns over there like that, but I know them boys got some knives. Hit that like button, y'all coming in the chat. Come on, man. Hey, listen, man. I ain't finna start the seg. I ain't starting until I got 100 likes. There's 127 people on here. 100 likes, then we gonna start. He said, let's get up from the spot. Come on, man. Y'all hanging with King Yellow, man. I'm turning my page, hanging with King Yellow. How y'all like that? 100 likes, man. And then we gonna start. I'm gonna get right to it. Who, AK-47 or academics? I got 49 likes to start. It's a shame that I gotta say all this to get some likes. That's how I know y'all don't like me for real. Man, eating like a pig. They gotta get some baby wipes because I can't get up to go wash my hands.
Yes, I'm coming to the rescue.
That steak hit different. That shit stuck all them nigga teeth. A 100 likes, and we finna get it cracking. People are lazy. I just ordered my food. She's showing out. This never happens.
He's a liar. I be wiping his mouth. He just cap a lot.
Fuck you think I'm Polo G?
Nope.
Cash App, support the cause, man. Super chat to the right. I got nails. I got to get up in there.
Oh no, here, another one. You got big
No,
ass,
we ain't covered this yesterday. No,
got
that's
big
enough.
ass hands.
We ain't finished it. We covered half of it. Now we going to... It was 4 hours. Somebody said, I need a girl like that. There's a lot that come with a girl like this. She don't play that shit. She be in here balling my ass out. You know what? Want to show the good side, don't show the bad side. Who the hell gonna show the bad side? There's no person that go besides Krishan and Blueface. And they got an alcoholic relationship. Now we still. Hey, listen. I'm not starting the segment. I'm not starting until we got 100 likes. 187 people. We can't even get 100 likes, man. Y'all suck, man.
Y'all get them lights up.
I ain't finna react to it until we got 100 likes, man. Got me in here. That's why Lil Durk was talking about me now.
What you say?
What'd he say? Something about a killer that's asking for some likes or some views or something, man. That's sad. God damn, man. That's why y'all letting Durk talk about me, huh? Come on. We almost there. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on. I'm ready when y'all ready. Excuse me. Man, y'all let Durk ball me out. Y'all love Durk, y'all don't love me. That's why he just came out with them new ugly ass shoes today. Somebody outside in Bentley. 2 likes to go. Let's go. King David. Long live King Von. Long live the serial killer. That nigga used to kill the bowls of cereal. Action.
Critically injured Wooski, King Von seemed to be worried about his reputation, tweeting that the past is always coming back to haunt him, and saying that he's not a murderer, not a rapper, not a scammer, just handsome. But also tweeting that if you play with him on the internet, he's going to your house. Perhaps behind the scenes, Von was beginning to struggle to manage his reputation. Now he was becoming a legitimate rapper in the music industry, he might have been worried about his past as a killer getting in the way of his new plans.
Come on, lady. You know they can run up here and get the beat on his dough.
And that he was popping pills to cope. There'd be a few interesting exchanges around this time too, like a Twitter conversation between Von and his baby mama, where Von joked that he was the news, and then backtracking, having to deny being a killer. At this point, Von was concerned about his reputation and was on edge to even joke about being a killer. But one person who wasn't worried about Von's reputation,
and a lot of y'all be asking, hold on. And a lot of y'all be asking, y'all be like, yelling need the reason some of the stuff I don't show or I'm not taking nobody. Yeah, you could take the sound, whatever. I'm not taking somebody's image that people copywriting and get your stuff took down. If y'all didn't know, last year I posted something and Dirt Cameraman, seriously, Dirt Cameraman went as far as to get my page flagged and got the video took down. So that's why I don't be showing the videos on here. Everybody be like, oh, you need to. Well, guess what? I'm doing like King Yella do. I don't want to do what everybody else do, pop it up on the screen. I'm looking at it right here. Y'all like it, y'all like it. If y'all don't, y'all don't. Y'all go somewhere else. But I'm going to get back to, the serial killer.
During this time. In mid-November 2018, Lil Durk previews King Von's upcoming song, Crazy Story, on his Instagram. Fans knew that something huge was coming. Lil Durk was taking Von to parties to rub shoulders with other huge rappers in the industry, like YNW Melly and Roddy Ricch, even taking an enthusiastic King Von to the studio to hang out with Gunna. Hey, Durk, yo, Gunna, shalom.
Had that boy in the studio with a rat.
Okay.
A killer and a rat.
Durk would even bring King Von along to his interviews, with Lil Durk's November 2018 visit to the Breakfast Club being one of the first times that the mainstream music-listening public got a glimpse of King Von. And this would end up being a legendary appearance, clearly doing all he could to put the spotlight on his friend and artist. Durk had brought Von onto one of the most famous rap interview shows in the world.
What's your artist name, bro? King Von.
What's up, sir? So, John, welcome. Dirk would tell Charlemagne that he wanted to sign Von because of the backstory behind him, with Charlemagne not being quite prepared for the realness when Von started talking about beating his murder charge. What made you want to sign King Von? Because he got a whole story behind him. What's the story? What's your story? My story, I just got out of jail for just beat a body in 2 attempts. Like, so you was in jail for 2 murders? Yeah, 1 murder and 2 attempts. I just beat. How you beat that? What you mean, I mean, you didn't do it. Jury, yeah, look, In the interview, you could visibly see Lil Durk trying to look out for Von and covering his tracks after Charlemagne began asking Von if he actually did the murder, with Durk butting in, saying that Von beat it because he didn't do it. You gonna beat it, you gonna beat it if you didn't do it, that's all. Von would go on to say that he can't get a normal job in Chicago because he's done so much dirt in the streets that if he was seen working a normal job, he would probably be killed on sight. It's like, I can't work no job in Chicago, you see what I'm saying? Why not? Why couldn't you work a job in Chicago? I got a face card. I can't. Oh, I got you. People know you. Say if I'm behind the counter at McDonald's, somebody coming out here do something crazy. Yeah. Then at the end of the interview, as Von was explaining to Charlemagne that he had no plans after jail because he's got no experience doing anything, suddenly Dirk begins to cough, seemingly giving Von an indication not to say anything incriminating about his former life as a killer. What other plans did you have other than rap? Ain't had no.
Hey, look, this another breakdown I'm gonna do to y'all too. And this ain't no hate, this ain't no salt, this ain't no nothing. And y'all be saying a lot of stuff, right? So they got the picture of everybody they claiming allegedly he killed. To be honest, it's only 2 people. I'm gonna say Lil Mark had a name. I know Lil James personally. He had nothing to do with nothing. We got Duck, my brother, but Von personally didn't do that himself. Everybody else, y'all keep saying he was cleaning up Chicago. He was giving the GDs to Flux. Let me tell y'all something. Seriously. Them people that's on that picture game is literally nobody to the gang system, to a savage, a killer, or somebody being known, bro. If he did, allegedly, if he did, guess what? There was people that's like you walking that. Listen, man, y'all ever watch New Jack City? And the first thing he told him when he beat his ass at her, he said he killed a 5th grade school teacher that had nothing to do with nothing. Is y'all understanding what I'm telling y'all? People that had nothing to do with nothing. People that had nothing to do with nothing. You don't get no points for killing non-factors. You don't get no points for killing non-factors. I don't care who you are. You killing somebody innocent bystanders. Somebody walking down the street. Hey, look at the people on them pictures, man. Look who he killed. Who they say he killed. And if he did, oh well, he in jail. Good civilians, innocent people. That make you a goofy killer. That don't make you not. What's gangster about that? Y'all feel like that's gangster? You got to understand, these people somebody was catching from over there. K.I. Ain't nobody, Lil Mark, K.I., Duck, and Lil James. Them the only 4 people that had names. Everybody else, me personally, I don't know to everybody else. But even being around Duck and them and no, who else? They had Boss Trail on there. But I don't know. I gotta look again. But man, half of these people, man, come on, man. Stop it with the cap, man. Stop it with the cap, man. Stop it with the cap, man. Y'all will say anything. Y'all don't what's posting. Y'all saying anything. Y'all feel like, bro. Stop.
That's the thing, like you get out, you got a lot of shit on your mind, so you getting that. what to do. It's like back to the streets. No experiences doing nothing. I ain't, you know. Word. This interview was also the perfect opportunity for Von to promote his upcoming hit song, Crazy Story.
Lil James was 32 years old. It's 2012. Von was a kid. Lil James was not even from 63rd, not from nothing. Didn't have nothing to do with nothing.
The amount of comments that he got on the post about the song. Von would go on to release the audio for Crazy Story on December the 6th, 2018, just one day before the one-year anniversary of him beating his murder case. Von would claim around this time to be making chess moves in the hopes that he would win at life, and his next move would indeed be a big one, with the full-blown music video for Crazy Story dropping on Worldstar on the 11th of December. Von himself would be amazed at racking up a whopping 110,000 views in his first day, but the appeal of Crazy Story was undeniable. It was a storytelling type song where Von would use his lyrics to tell an entire narrative, telling the story of himself plotting an armed robbery on a rich drug dealer and using a woman to set them up. But the robbery would go wrong when Von's ops caught him lacking, with the track ending in a shootout, and the entire story playing out in the cinematic music video for the song, with Von playing the main character and narrator. Von would end the song dropping his iconic final line where he introduced the world to his regular catchphrase, rapping from 64th and from 65th, we not from 63rd, shouting out O-Block on 64th and 65th King Drive, and dissing his ops from 63rd and St. Lawrence and Eberhart Avenues, aka Tuckerville. Dissing 63rd would become a massive part of Von's brand, and he would even later be seen selling merch showing the street sign for 63rd with a big cross over it. And the popularity of the song Crazy Story had Von's fans all over the world dissing 63rd without really even knowing what it means. Crazy Story was distributed by Lil Durk's OTF label and racked up a whopping 3 million views in a week. This is a huge hit, and today it sits over 69 million views on YouTube. Von was on a high after dropping Crazy Story. The week after the release, he would tweet a picture with the caption saying that people see you shining and forget that you're dangerous. And from here, he would make numerous tweets suggesting that the money was finally rolling in. At the end of December 2018, Durk would hop on an Instagram live with Von with a big stack of money celebrating the success of their release.
Oh, what's that? I got a fuck on a flex. He from Tennessee. What that is, confetti in your head? Yeah, bro. Don't throw that. Hey, you gonna break some of that. Don't throw that, bro.
Then in the new year, King Von would begin performing his hit song at live shows, even reacting on Twitter to his new song playing on the radio, suggesting that some people might have been shocked when they heard him coming out of their car stereo. Von felt like he had truly made it at this point, tweeting that even his mother was finally proud of him and saying that he felt truly blessed for the position that he had reached in life. But some people in Chicago were surprised. Now King Von was being played on the radio, doing interviews with The Breakfast Club, becoming a household name. Some people who knew him in Chicago as being a ruthless shooter were giving the side eye. There was actually a really interesting Reddit thread asking people who knew of Von before 2017 to share what they thought when they saw him getting success in the music industry. Some said that they thought when he first started rapping he wouldn't get anywhere, but then when he kept progressing, it seemed like his life was a real movie. Whilst another person would say, 100% I could not believe it. When Durk took him on Breakfast Club, it was so surreal, and he almost admitted to murder on there too. But still, I never thought he would blow up. Then Crazy Story came out and started picking up steam, and it was like, dear God, this literal gang assassin is being played.
Another thing I gotta say, if he did go on Breakfast Club in the midst of murder, guess what? You can't charge me with a murder after I just beat it. It's called double jeopardy. Can't, no matter what. He could have came home and said, I killed that nigga. He could have told the judge, after not guilty verdict, after he got a non-guilty verdict, could have said, yeah, I smoked that nigga. And they couldn't do nothing about it. Y'all just found, it wasn't a mistrial, not guilty. Man, he admitted to a lot of stuff. He admitted, what did you mean? I'm not even saying on Breakfast Club, what you mean? He's saying he got bodies, he's saying he did this, he said that, blah, 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 blah. All the stuff he was doing in his music, everything, boy, he was admitting, boy. Biggest self-snitch there is, boy. Nobody self-snitch like fool, boy. Stop playing, boy. Y'all capping. Stop playing, gang. Stop playing. Boy, I've been going to jail all my life, gang. Yeah.
The NFL stadiums.
Once you meet with a TurboTax expert who will do your taxes for you,
I'm going to jail all my life, bro. You can't. Duck up there beating his ass in heaven. In hell, wherever they at.
600 and King Von dropped their new track.
You right. Did all that talking.
Mentions Wolski getting shot in the head. He says that he's put in so much work.
Fool took him out
That gang will
in
now
a
look
split
at him.
second.
He says outright that
One
he
day you here, next day you gone. You could be the
saying,
toughest.
"Where I killed her, broke her back." A possible reference to KI's murder. He would say that he's smoking Tuka and Lil Mark, and Von even shouts out an old friend from O-Block, DQ, as his shooter, suggesting that he will call a hit, have DQ shoot someone for him. It seemed like the more violent and real Von's music got, the more fans flocked to him. But since the success of his crazy story, and being brought under the wing of successful Chicago drill rap legend Lil Durk, Von was spending a lot of time away from the mean streets of Chicago that he had rapped about, instead beginning to get used to living the high life of a successful rapper like Durk. Rather than jumping in stolen cars and doing drills, Von was seen with Durk jumping off of luxury yachts, seemingly surrounded by people who knew his reputation well.
Okay. Real one.
Okay, Durk, yo, it's on you now. This Durk scared. This scared. Okay. Von. This scared. Look at Von. He too scared. They talking about Von. See, you scared to jump. They're out here talking about you, all that savage, and you scared to jump in the water.
But all of the success Von was seeing
Don't make me get
didn't
my
seem to
gun
change
out.
who he really was underneath. It
That
seemed like
nigga
Durk was
crazy.
doing his best to take a killer out
The
of a
most
dangerous
toughest
environment
people
and
be
turn
scared
him
of
into a
mouses,
person,
roaches,
but perhaps Lil Durk
simple
didn't
little
realize
stuff.
that he was
You'd
also
be
inviting that
surprised.
killer energy into his legitimate
I
rap
know who
career.
ARAB
So
is. I
February
don't know him
5th,
personally.
2019, around 5:49 a.m., Lil Durk and King Von were allegedly outside Atlanta restaurant The Varsity. Here, an altercation would take place in the parking lot where allegedly Lil Durk and King Von, along with fellow OTF affiliate THF Bezu and another Chicago native named Hella Bands, would allegedly shoot and rob a man by the name of Alexander Witherspoon, allegedly targeting him for $30,000 cash that he had on him at the time. Detectives would later claim that a video showed Lil Durk shooting out of his own personal car, a custom Jeep Trackhawk with a camouflage wrap and a large 300
Look
on
at
the
my
side
face.
that he was known to own. Durk had even posted clips of this car to Twitter with the caption, "Spin, spin," clips which even Von himself had reposted. Cops would be seen analyzing the scene after the shooting.
I've been to the
local
Varsity.
news
That's the burger
report on the
spot.
shooting before even becoming aware of these famous rappers' involvement.
Police found several shell casings in this parking lot. The Varsity was closed at the time this happened, around 5:45 this morning, but this club across Spring Street was open, and one patron who was parked in the Varsity lot to go to that club told me what he went through. The man from Chicago, who goes by Gutta, returned to the Varsity parking lot this afternoon to change the tire and assess the damage on his cousin's car after it was hit by bullets.
Tired, exhausted, wild night. I'm just happy I'm alive, basically. So that's really what my main focus is.
He had just paid the cover to get into one cigar lounge across Spring Street when he heard the shots outside around 5:45 a.m. He says people hit the floor and he hid in a bathroom. Police say a 23-year-old man was in serious condition when he was rushed to the hospital after the shooting. They are now looking for a dark-colored SUV. They are doing anything they can to help Atlanta police.
The afternoon after the
But
shooting,
they
Von
rich
posted on Twitter
millionaires.
with a handful of cash
$30,000.
on the couch next to him. Later on, posting a tweet saying, "You never know who's going
And
to
I know who
snitch."
Hella Bands is. That's
Then the day after the shooting, Von
J
tweeted
Main.
asking if you can be a killer
J Main,
in person too. A few
baby
days
mama,
later, on February
first
9th,
baby daddy.
2019, Von would be seen
I
in
got
the
on his
background
ass in
on
Vegas.
Instagram
He
Live
was.
to Asian Doll.
I ain't even gonna say he was
His
spooked.
friend on the
He was
phone,
acting tough
possibly
on game.
around
He
this
was
very
acting tough.
shooting. He would
But
seemingly
we was in
tell
the
his friend
casino.
that
He
he
wanted.
thinks he made
We
all
was
of the
thick.
wrong
He ain't
moves,
want to come
and
out that
saying that the
motherfucker.
cops are now watching him.
Now, you know
But
I
he
tried to
dead
tell
now
us,
too.
"Oh, dude, that's so fluky. We just did the wrong. The first time I tell you, I gotta hit this food. You just feel like you made all the wrong moves, you know, on mistake. We just was tweaking on foot and that shit, yo. We just gotta be tighter last time for them. Nah, you understand? See that look? See that's the part I was there, like, everybody be tweaking with me on, oh, you know, Jason, them all of my head tweaking with me, talking about this, that, and that. But I ain't letting you know that. I'm just letting them tweaking me and trying to make sure everything decent. But all the time, you don't be seeing all that part, man. I'm arguing with the man about football, I'm arguing about the man on the show, I'm arguing with the man on the stage.
Yeah, Asian down. Babiano.
You think I'm
You talking about what the fuck she said? Actually,
yeah, they be tweaking with me, boy.
I don't understand sometimes, y'all.
Man, you worry about the run. That's good, man. Boy, nothing to speak about. about to talk about this. Yeah, I know that I'm swinging in the truck with us before I'm knock it out like that. But you know, I'm high. Thinking about this.
Clearly, Von wasn't too worried about the cops watching, as he would tweet on February the 21st that he was ready to catch another body. And the day after, Von jumps on a reckless IG Live with fans, showing off all the money he had apparently made from features.
Gonna make me
dissing
catch another
Tuka,
body. What's
and saying
wrong
that
with
he's
him?
not a rapper, just a gangster who raps for the money.
And this beach, like, you know, I just picked this up, little folks. What, you about to drink some, smoke some? No, I'm gonna smoke Tuka. You know who Tuka is? No, what is that? That's him. He been dead for a long time. You don't know Tuka. I'm not a rapper. I'm a gangster. I done rap. They be giving me money for it.
While cops were slowly piecing together the facts about the shooting, Von was continuing with his
Let's
rap
get them
career,
lights up,
sparing
y'all.
the
Get
thought
them
to how
lights
much
up.
self-incrimination he was doing to himself at the time. On February
Y'all rocking with
28th,
your boy
Von
King
drops
Yella.
a
Come
feature
on, man. Y'all know
Dari's
what's
song,
going on.
Gang Only, where he raps he has a lot of bodies, even saying that on his first murder, the victim thought it was a robbery. Around a week later, on March the 5th, 2019, King Von's song Wait unofficially leaks. That track has some brazen lyrics, where he says that he has more bodies than the killer from Scream, as well as admitting that he shot up Dunbar School with L.A. Capone, something he had tweeted about prior. He would also
I
say
shot
that
up
he
dumb.
remembers
I
his
used to.
first
I
murder,
shot up. I
saying that he
killed.
missed a bunch of shots,
I
and perhaps
got.
aimed better. And while these
Is that
were
self
great tracks
snitching or what, y'all?
circulating online,
If I
King
say
Von
I
and Lil Durk
killed
were
him,
having a great
I
time
shot up,
flexing on
that's me
Instagram
saying
Live,
that I did
fighting
this,
over
right?
who has the most money,
What is that
designer
called?
clothing.
Hey, you saw me flexing earlier? No, man, I was nicknamed Pop-Pop. Pop-Pop, no spinach. Yeah. Come on.
Y'all crazy, man. He kept it real. He kept it. He's
What?
I just know.
What?
paid 100 to the guys,
I just
and they still let you die.
Flash.
That's no matter though. You over there with 20 y'all.
Huh?
You over there with $20.
Don't try to count my pockets on both friends. Hey, but you all know, damn. You do it for us. Them yeses and them things.
It's a couple belts.
Damn sick.
5 feet get paid.
You still flexing?
Hey, got these Chanel right here.
Later on in this live, Von would joke to Lil Durk, saying that he was smoking on Lil Mark and Tuka.
I'm right here kicking a little Mark. Dirty, yeah. Dang. Mark.
That shit be doing yesterday, man.
Mark.
Sleep in the studio.
Wow. Tuka, nigga, y'all what the f going on? I don't know about this.
But at this point, King Von was playing huge concerts to massive crowds and selling verses to other rappers all over the country and making headlines in major rap publications. King Von would tweet around this time that he was scared to go back to jail and hoping that he wasn't making the wrong decisions, and suggesting that he was worried that if he did go back to jail, all his new friends would leave him behind. But no matter how far Von got into the rap industry,
We should have
he
been
just couldn't
smart.
stop toting guns and thugging. At the end of March, Von was seen riding around with Lil Durk, toting a big strap for any ops that might pull up, even joking about having more bodies than anyone in the car and saying that he's about to get indicted and go to jail for a long time.
They back on? Are they right? Yep. Up and down we go.
Cut this look back up, man. You get excited in this.
Wait.
It's over. Look, you know I'm coming out. Look.
Well, and I got more bodies than everybody in this car.
Wheel, driving incredibly fast in a Jeep Trackhawk, with Von seemingly in fear of his life and joking that his gun is about to go off.
It's so good.
Up and down we go.
Y'all know Dirk was going. Dirk head was on a swivel until this nigga got out of jail. Then he jumped back into this and he started feeling tough again.
my fans for this. Yeah, love y'all. Everybody on up. Forward, say I love y'all. What you talking about, boy?
He's scared.
Slow, good.
Slow down, Slime. They doing 100. He's scared. I ain't gonna lie, them cars be going too fast. Cars going too fast, boy. You even hold on. Ain't never be like that smack. You smack and crash and die. It's over with. Boom. Let's get them lights out. Y'all know what's going on, man. Y'all hanging with King Yella, man. Whatever happened to Fat Chop? I mean, Chopstick. I mean, what's his name? Young Chop on the beat. So Dirk was only getting 2,500 people on his live. Von turned up and clouted that boy up. Von died. All that clout went to Dirk.
Seemingly having faced no consequences so far for the shooting at the Varsity nearly 2 months before. However, rumors would continue to swirl.
Yeah, you don't go to jail that fast.
Serious crimes. On the 31st of March 2019, King Von is seen hanging out with Savannah rapper Quando Rondo, who is signed to Baton Rouge rapper NBA Youngboy, with Quando appearing in a clip on King Von's Instagram where he would diss Von's ops on 63rd.
I'm saying though, they got 63rd. Dirty ass.
Y'all niggas be fans. They be so fanned out to be around these niggas. Y'all be.
It seems that back then,
Yeah, y'all know what that means. I just saw with YM, what is his name? YMW Melly, whatever. Talking about fuck too good. Quando was doing all that. You niggas would do anything to be around these niggas. Stay in y'all lane, go dish y'all own ops. Be into it with the people y'all into it with. But y'all see what happened? You never know. You hanging around guys and thinking them your new friends. You thinking them your new friends and look what happened. That same people you got 63rd, they got the same niggas that made you disappear off this earth, right?
Unfortunately, losing his life, being found dead by police in the parking lot around 10:30 p.m. The police would say that the shooter goes by a nickname, but refuse to disclose it to the press, with reports on this incident making it to the TV news the following day.
Now to a developing story. A shooting leaves one person dead, 4 others injured. This happened at an apartment complex in southwest Atlanta. Latasha Givens is live outside of Grady Memorial Hospital. Latasha, what are we learning about their conditions this morning?
Well, Christy, police tell us this all started at a house party last night on Lantern Drive. They tell us a fight broke out between 2 large groups, and at some point a man opened fire, hitting 5 people. Let's take a look at some of that video from last night. Police tell us 1 man was found dead at the party, while 4 others were rushed here to Grady. We're told that the victims' ages range from 17 to 20, and the victims are all male. Investigators are trying to determine
Bunch of kids.
and what happened leading up to that.
Bunch of kids shot. Bunch of kids shot. 1 dead, 1 shot, 4 others shot. Niggas just shoot. That's what I be saying. Shoot anybody. Shooting through windows.
However, Lil Durk would tweet "never" just a couple of hours after the body was discovered, followed by tweeting "protect the money at all costs" the morning after. Von would tweet the following morning that you can do everything right and they're still going to find a way to bring you down, dissing somebody that he doesn't name. Meanwhile, another member of their entourage, Mimo600, will tweet the day after saying that people will end up on the news. For the record, there's never been any concrete evidence to indicate that Von, Durk, Bezu, or any of their entourage had anything to do with this killing. And Tyreek Livert's cousin would actually do a YouTube interview saying that he also doesn't believe that Von had anything to do with the killing either.
They said King Von killed your cousin. That's what they saying. I don't believe it. Honestly, I think they be just attaching King Von. I don't see it. I don't see it, you know. You could be with Dirk with all these fancy, you know what I'm saying, then you over there, like, you know what I'm saying, then it don't add up.
It's highly likely that this incident had nothing to do with Von and Dirk. But that didn't stop people all over the internet making King Von body count articles and videos speculating as to whether King Von was responsible for this murder too. None of this proves Von was involved.
They
What
crazy,
it does prove
dude.
is that even if he wasn't involved, his reputation as a shooter would have the fans and public pointing the finger at him regularly. But as the
30
weeks went
guy.
by, Von would continue to go about his life, whilst the cops would continue building the case related to the original shooting at the Varsity. On April the 1st, the victim in the Varsity shooting,
Long live him, man. I know who that boy
would end up
was.
being booked into
We
a
had a
Chicago
fake little
jail
beef, but
on
we got
unrelated
over it.
charges of possession of a
He's
stolen
straight.
vehicle.
Long live
It
him.
seemed like the police were slowly getting closer to having something concrete, but King Von just didn't seem worried about attracting the attention of the authorities. In a social media clip uploaded on April the 2nd, 2019, King Von recorded
Good looking on that
himself
$5
sitting in
too.
the back of a car with
Salute.
Dirk, dissing dead people like Dusky and saying that they almost killed Wooski.
Here we go again, here we go again, back on the road again, back on the road again, right down the avenue, right down the avenue. We catch you and you through, we catch you and you through. I don't wanna talk to you, I don't wanna talk to you, I don't really shoot, I don't really shoot.
Sounds
It's
slow.
on shooting right, I ain't wrong. It's on shooting light, I'm shooting strong. Down wide. Tuba,
What's wrong with this dude, man?
Zico, T3, Dusky, Wooski, Fathead,
Also in April, he would tweet saying he's so real he might kill, and posting throwback pictures of him and T. Roy back when they were hitters in Chicago. He'd even post a picture of himself with a gun in his waistband and a caption saying his enemies envy him, as well as tweeting about Can't Get Right being killed in the parking lot. Von would tweet saying that he's never the victim, always the suspect. And this is all while police are still looking for a suspect in the Varsity shooting. On the 10th of April, the day before the anniversary of K.I.'s murder,
Can't
Von
get
would
too
tweet a
big-headed.
cryptic
See how
message
big-headed he
asking if
was,
the streets
man?
could be his Valentine,
He big-headed.
saying that they're tired of dying. Then one day after the anniversary of K.I.'s death,
Now where you at?
Von would make a biblical tweet saying, God said to me out of his own mouth to cut her off, grandson. And grandson said, in Jesus' name, amen. Von would even tweet reminding people that even though they see him having fun on Twitter, be careful, because he's still dangerous in real life. He would say that he'll do something to somebody if they go against him. And Von would also release a clip apparently promoting Lil Durk's new cereal, Durkios, telling people to go and buy the cereal whilst waving the clip of a gun. Von would also later tell a woman that he comes with the cereal.
if you ain't order no Durkios at you, they stop playing my mom twin. Order it.
A day later, on April the 16th, 2019,
Grown man
Von is
called
on
each other
Instagram
twin.
Live mocking Wooski for changing after being shot in the head, saying that Wooski doesn't diss them anymore.
Hey, twin.
The same. He don't talk shit. I don't know nothing. I don't know what the This man talk to me every day. Man, damn, you don't know nothing. His ass. Them bullets be changing them. Man. I hope you watching. I hope you ready your ass up, dude.
That same day, he would tweet that he doesn't chase clout, he actually chases people with guns. And
So
tweeting
wrong
that
with
people
this
died
nigga,
for your
man.
enjoyment. He
Something's
even
wrong
tweeted
with
about
Shorty,
the crimes that
man.
he was committing in Atlanta, saying that he's been doing damage on the Chicago streets since he was young, and now he's ready to cause problems elsewhere. #steppers, a sentiment that apparently Lil Durk was in full support of. Durk was giving Von nothing but support during this period. He would make a cameo in the video for Von's track Cousins with Just Blow 600, another outrageously gangster anthem where King Von raps that if his ops aren't outside, then he will find and kill their cousins instead. This is an unbelievable thing to rap considering King Von's history of killing people and their cousins. But the track would have some more seemingly incriminating lyrics, like Just Blow 600, rapping that him and Von are popping pills, riding in the Jeep Trackhawk looking for ops, and killing people after.
Once you meet with a TurboTax expert.
Something wrong with that boy, man. I don't know what's wrong with him. Something's wrong with him. He was sick, man. That's all you can say. The stuff he was doing and saying, this is a sickness.
Rap that he kills women and men and can't tell the difference. And Von would even promote the video for cousins.
killed
where they
women and
hilarious
men and
tweet
can't tell the
telling fans that
difference.
if their cousin is called
So what
their
if you having
boss,
sex
go
with
to
him?
their auntie's house right now
Can't
and
tell the
tweet.
difference in
King
that
Von's
neither,
first
huh?
tweet after posting that song
But he
was
just said that the
Von
same
what he would
thing.
do to them if he catches them without the police around. A day after that, Von posts a picture of himself eating cereal,
What this
tweeting
nigga
about
say?
having killers that want him dead and killers that look up to him. Von was also feeling generous around this time, tweeting that he had given his mother a Gucci purse and $10,000.
I'm acting like a goofy because
as well as
I'm
openly
reacting
tweeting
and
that
watching
he's still
the
robbing
same
people.
thing y'all be
People
doing.
replied to
I'm
a
watching
comment
this
who asked
with
why
y'all,
he's robbing
with my
people when he's
supporters,
a
so I'm a
pretty successful
goofy.
rapper. And Von
Get your
actually
goofy,
replied to this,
stupid ass
saying
off my
he
page.
robs people because he doesn't want to spend his own money. He wants to spend somebody else's. But even if he was robbing,
You
Von
goofy.
would soon have the music money rolling in even more. Von would begin teasing his collaboration with Lil Durk, Crazy Story 2.0, on April 29th. Then the day after this, on April 30th, Von ends up having a funny interaction with a fan who replied to Lil Durk's teaser of Crazy Story 2.0.
I know y'all love Durk and Von. They're the best rappers in the world, right? They're the killers, right? Serial killers and stuff like that. That's what they say. Due to this right here in my hand. You know, I'm gonna ignore some of the stuff, but some of the stuff I might see, I just want to tell them, you know what your mama could do to that thing I got hanging at the bottom of me. Yeah, she could suck it.
Tweeting at him, begging him to not kill them too. But regardless, things were going well for King Von. Crazy Story 2.0 with Lil Durk was due to be a hit, and it seemed like King Von could do with another hit because he had apparently blown through $150,000 by this point, encouraging fans that they can do it too if they just work hard. Von would also tweet that people talk slick until bullets
run through 150,000.
Their times would soon come to an end. King Von would return to Chicago for a hometown concert.
Trying to invest that
This would end up
bag.
being cancelled on the day, with Von
I ain't
suggesting
found
that
nothing.
somebody was out to get him.
You goofies
Then,
foul for
May the
coming on my
4th,
page
2019,
and talking
emerged
like
from the
this, that, or
murder of a
something.
huge force
Find y'all
of
somebody to
13
play with.
Chicago police
Like I
officers
always say.
raiding
Hold on, let
King
me
Von
pause
to
this.
arrest King Von.
Like I always say, check this out. If y'all only here because y'all Lil Durk, well, they don't even say Lil Durk now, King Von, if y'all not King Yella supporters, if y'all not subscribed to my channel, if y'all don't hit that like button when y'all come on, G, if y'all don't pop on everything I do, gang, guess what y'all could do, gang? On my kids, it's 740 people. It could go down to 40 people. That's solid. Like I say all the time, I don't care, man. Y'all can get off my page. If y'all don't like, I hate when people, why is you on somebody's stuff if you just gonna go in there to hate? Y'all some little kids, y'all goofies, gang. Y'all really fanned out. That's what's wrong with the world now. Y'all don't know how to show love. Nigga, shut the fuck up. Nigga, sit back. Nigga, put your seatbelt on and enjoy the ride, nigga. On gang, y'all act like y'all what? Because in reality, y'all act like Dirk, Von, the BDs, y'all act like people was untouchable. Y'all act like people was just so the top of the world or so much better than everybody. But now Von dead. Von dead. The serial killer supposedly, right? That let y'all know. Everybody, it's something could happen to everybody, gang. Stop playing, gang. I don't know who y'all think people is, gang. Everybody could disappear. Everybody's going to disappear off this earth. But I always been a suspect. I've never been a victim. But now you the victim. And somebody else the suspect. So y'all can't get on here. I don't do none of that, gang. I know anything can happen, gang. Anything could happen, gang. But I'm not going to put no black cloud over my head and move dumb in this world where it could just happen to me like that. I'm not going to be popping out, going to fight people at clubs, hop out, doing all that. I'm not going to be hanging out. I'm not going to be riding around the car with guns on the internet, doing all this dumb stuff when I know people going to the feds. I just left the feds. Shorty was in jail for all them years, gang. He came home, and Dirk was in a better place in his life before I went to prison, gang. Dirk wasn't even doing all that this, and Dirk was on the right path. Shorty came home and messed up the whole algorithm. Yeah, it turned him up. But now it took you back to that dark place and that dark cloud. Now everybody gang banging. Everybody doing the same stuff. Say, bro, you came a long way, man. What did you say? Hold on. Flotation swag. Hold on, gang. I can't even. Man, miss me with the BS. People got to get some money and put mama up. Yeah. Yeah, man. Do something. Usually when somebody come home, gang, and had kids and do everything, once you start getting money, gang, once you really getting money, gang, you really like, I'm getting money. I'm doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know the difference between people that's messed up mentally. You not there. I'm not finna go give $100,000 to the guys and they ain't doing nothing. What y'all doing? What y'all doing? Facts. What are y'all doing with this money that I'm finna give y'all, gang? What am I doing? Oh, God, what am I doing, gang? I'm not giving y'all nothing. You what? When you get money, you boss up. You supposed to show your guys the right way to be focused and how to get money and how to take care of their people. Dirk was doing all that. Dirk, you on top. You supposed to cut Von and so they stay out the way. You know what I'm saying? Even though Von was doing his own thing, but once you start getting money, it's just certain people ain't just going, everybody ain't going. That man got that money and bought designer, jewelry, and honestly, I don't even think the man probably didn't have a car, a house. He probably was down there living with Dirk the whole time. You know what I'm saying? You would have gave this money to O Block. Folks, I'm telling y'all, come on. Come down here. We out of there. Let's do something different, gang. For real. Like y'all ain't even making it make sense. But that's another story, man. Let's get back to it,
Himself
man.
being arrested in dramatic footage where he was tackled to the ground with an enraged mob of his friends accusing the cops of stealing his chain at the scene. And the cops even had to draw assault rifles on the crowd to keep them at bay whilst they arrested Von. In addition to those clips, the full body cam footage of King Von's arrest would later be released.
Stay on the ground. Don't resist. Don't resist.
He might be a King Von fan. So what? I'm not telling y'all can't be no. Y'all could be a Von fan, a Dirk fan, a Duck fan, a Yellow fan. That's y'all. That's all. I'm not gonna tell you can't. This is what happened. He turned the world up. Then he back in the you back in the hood. That's what's gonna happen. Y'all got money now. They don't want to see that. White man don't want to see that. The police knowing what's going on, man. Gang, I mess with who mess with me, gang. I'm in Vegas. If Vegas artists ain't getting up with me, you know what I'm saying? I got Vegas artists too, but I'm not going around looking and doing all the extra stuff. I really don't even trust people, so me opening up to somebody or whatever, that's why I'd rather do it like virtually
Following the
because
arrest,
I
Von
don't,
would be taken to the station where he would continue to argue with the cops.
so you dealt with worse. But you can see, like, once you start getting some money, his conversation, how he talking to the police is more arrogant, more cocky, it's more he knowing who he is now. He knowing I could bond out of jail. I could, you know what I'm saying? Money. He laughing at him. Oh, gang, either you support me or you don't. I ain't begging y'all to come on here. If y'all don't rock with me, y'all could go on about y'all day. But salute to all my supporters that's here, that's rock with me. I love y'all. Rock with y'all the same way. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all hit that like button, that notification bell, and make sure y'all subscribe to this channel. If y'all just on my channel, just to be on the channel, subscribe to the channel. It's free. Click.
At the same time, though, when you get into custody, people that be your mans want to, especially if you drop someone on the ground, you might never see it again. They're your boys.
After Von's arrest, his furious mugshot would later be made public, and he would remain in jail for a significant stretch of time. Lil Durk would react to the news, tweeting free Von with a sad face. But only the week after Von is arrested, something unexpected happened. On May the 11th, 2019, the fourth person who was in the Trackhawk on the night of the shooting,
Hella bands. What happened?
Ella Bands, would be suddenly shot and killed outside of a Miami nightclub before facing any charges, with a Miami Beach spokesperson revealing that Hella Bands was also wanted in Atlanta for attempted murder and armed robbery. After Von was picked up in Chicago and waiting to be sent back to Atlanta to face charges, 2 days later, on May the 13th, 2019, THF Bezu would also be arrested in Chicago, charged with being a fugitive from justice out of state, once again in connection with the Atlanta shooting. For the meantime, it would only be Von and Bezu in jail, with Durk remaining free and tweeting free Von, as well as an RIP to Hella Bands. Von would be transferred to Atlanta to face charges in connection with the shooting on May the 17th. And as usual, his sister ran his social media accounts, keeping fans updated with pictures of Von in jail.
Twisted Tea is a refreshing.
Y'all know what's going on, man. Hella Bands thought he was so tough. I ain't gonna lie. Shorty thought he was tough. He thought he was tough. But you see how it be happening? All that's going on, going to jail, all of a sudden he gets smoked. He gets smoked, he get locked up, and he gets smoked. He beat the case. There's a lot of, funny,
booming Crazy Story instrumental. Crazy Story 2.0 was a huge street hit, and today sits close to 100 million views on YouTube, and even landed Von his first entry on the Billboard Global 200 chart. Unfortunately, the Atlanta shooting case would also catch up to Lil Durk soon too, with Durk tweeting at the end of May that he was turning himself in, and sitting down for a TV news interview where he revealed that he was turning himself in to face these charges, and that he was also releasing a song called Turn Myself In.
You're about to surrender as we speak.
Yeah.
How come?
Because I have nothing to hide. Like, I have nothing to run from.
A rapper's ride. Soon after we spoke, Dirk Banks, a.k.a. the performer Lil Durk, emerged from his lawyer's space and headed toward an SUV. Soon after that, he stepped out in front of the Fulton County Jail. One of his lawyers says he was swiftly taken into custody there, having swiftly flown back to Atlanta after he found out he was wanted.
We found out we had a warrant. We actually on tour. Once I heard, I immediately came back.
He's going to turn himself in and take care of what he needs to take care of.
We immediately canceled the tour.
He's got a multi-million-dollar salary music career going.
Did you do it? Did you shoot this man? Did you commit the other crimes of which you're accused?
No.
Warrants involving an incident in February on North Avenue involved charges including criminal attempt to commit murder and aggravated assault. One document indicates an Atlanta police investigator said to the best of his knowledge, Banks was employed or associated
I get along with who get along with me, man.
to conduct or participate in gang activity, shooting at the victim while co-defendant shot and robbed him.
I had a bad background, just growing up as a child. About father being incarcerated for 25 years, 26 years. So I had a rough past. But like me moving to Atlanta, I just thought that just changed my whole identity of thinking.
After Durk and Von were in custody, an Atlanta judge revealed that they believed that there was enough evidence to charge both Durk and Von in the attempted murder, and Durk and Von would be seen in an iconic televised court appearance.
Today, Little Durk appeared in court where a judge ruled there was enough evidence for him to go to trial. The rapper and Bennett listened to the evidence against them in court. The APD says they used at least 5 cameras from local businesses, including this BP, as well as from the Varsity across the street in order to build their case against Lil Durk and his co-defendant. On Friday, detectives from Atlanta and Chicago testified in the criminal case against rapper Lil Durk in Fulton County Court. They say around 5 in the morning on February 5th, Lil Durk, whose real name is Dirk Derek Banks, and his co-defendant Devontae Bennett were seen on camera involved in shooting Alexander Witherspoon.
He said his chain was snatched off his neck, and he had $30,000 stolen from him, and they stole the vehicle he was driving.
Police say Banks was seen on tape shooting a gun.
Apparently, their defense team were looking to put forward a self-defense plea with the suggestion that it was the man who was shot who actually initiated the altercation. Then, after some legal back and forths, Lil Durk would be granted the opportunity to get out of jail on a $250,000 bond. Following this announcement, Durk was seen running out of the jail and telling fans that Von is getting out tomorrow.
still waiting on the driver to come though. Just hop in. We waiting on the driver. Hey, you can just stay right here. Another car's about to pull up. No. I'm back. Hey, thank everybody for the love and support.
Yeah, definitely appreciate everybody for rocking out with us, supporting us, believing us, you know.
Everybody that's free.
Hey, I've been here so long, this Instagram feel fake. Vaughn will be home tomorrow.
Duck was back, and he would eventually open up about his time in jail after his release, with his lawyer saying definitively he is not in a gang.
You know, you get in type of that, in a predicament like this, you would sit back and be like, damn, like, why I ain't never do this more? Why I ain't never do this with my kids more? Why I ain't do this with my pops more, or my mama? You know what I'm saying? So it just set me down, so I just understand life more.
A member of his legal team says slightly more than 2
I
months
bet.
after he surrendered
Get in
to
that jam and get to thinking.
jail, Lil Durk, a.k.a. Dirk Banks, did a book bag giveaway Sunday in conjunction with the Atlanta Entertainment Basketball League, where kids can watch NBA players and others for free. Because it was the right thing to do. He knows there will be critics.
It ain't nothing new, pop up because the case, we've been doing it.
That he did not do it because of the serious charges he faces after a February incident on North Avenue in which a man was wounded by gunfire, including criminal attempt to commit murder.
We'll fight our case in court.
And a gang charge.
Lil Durk validated himself as having a gang affiliation, right?
Allegedly, right.
Among others.
Being from South Side of Chicago, essentially you have to choose a gang for your safety. You don't choose a gang, you can be killed just from not being in a gang.
Is he currently in a gang?
Absolutely not. He moved to Atlanta to get away from the gang life, to get away from the streets.
Vaughn would also be granted a $300,000 bond, being released on June the 22nd, confirmed by a tweet, of course. With Vaughn jumping on Instagram Live, fresh home from jail, and dissing his baby mama, but not thinking that he would ever be getting out.
I want to shout out everybody that was on my dick and dog want coming out, suck my dick. I'm going to shout out everybody that's talking crazy, like my baby mama and all. I've been through some... Hey, let's call me a hoe, I smack the shit out of her.
Vaughn would go from jail straight onto house arrest, opening up about his situation on Instagram Live.
I ain't got no good shout out. I can't even... Damn.
Part of the bail conditions were that Durk and Vaughn could not be around each other, as King Von would later reveal in a no-jumper interview.
Yeah, so me and Dirk, we only see each other like at court if we got court or something.
But Vaughn and Durk would still be releasing music together. On July the 9th, 2019, Vaughn and Durk released their latest collab track, Like That. And despite their legal troubles, Vaughn was still dropping lyrics hinting towards having killed K.I. and dissing Tuka. It's actually crazy to me. Even whilst facing serious charges
That
of
was
attempted
roll. I
murder,
told y'all,
both King
man.
Von and Lil Durk would continue to rap about such true criminality. Lil Durk's experiment in taking the realist
You
gangbanger
still got
from
your
his
freedom
blog
of
and turning
speech,
him into
man,
a drill
but
rapper was going too far and
if you
jeopardizing
know, you
his
know.
career.
You know what
It
I'm
was
saying?
only years later, after Von's death, that those charges against Lil Durk for the varsity shooting were eventually dropped, with the district attorney saying that if King Von was still alive, he likely would have still been charged and facing trial for attempted murder. But in the end, whilst he was alive, King Von would face no real consequences for his involvement in this supposed shooting. In fact, Von would bail out from these charges and continue his career, not even choosing to keep a low profile either. In fact, even with the scrutiny of the police in 2 states, Von would go on to have one of the most successful runs in the rap game, dropping song after song of violent drill anthems, with the entire world following along and wondering how this multiple murderer just kept getting away with it.
King Von, the self-snitching.
Once the hip-hop world saw King Von next to Lil Durk in the courtroom in shackles, he quickly gained a reputation as one of the realest
He obsessed with Von,
for
for sure.
seeing Von in court with Durk, one of the most famous rappers in
Let's
Chicago
get them lights
history,
up, man.
was
Y'all
their
coming in
first
the chat, man.
introduction
Subscribe to my
to
channel. It's your boy
anybody
King
that
Yellow.
looked
Y'all know what's
insane to
going
his
on.
history.
Come on, man. Free double up, man. Free all the guys. Rest in peace to guys. Y'all know what's going on.
They would be easily convinced that King Von might just be one of the most deadly and dangerous people to ever pick up a microphone. And King Von wasn't just a killer who had gotten away with his terrible crimes, but he was seemingly willing to rap about them for the whole world to hear. Von's next release after getting arrested with Durk would be his May 30th, 2019 feature on Izzy Black's song Straight Facts, with this track being yet another self-incrimination fest. Von raps on the song that he used to do murder for hire And he says that he shoots people in the face and is 7-1 on beating murder cases. Von even ended the song saying that the last person that came to his street got killed. With lyrical content this dark, violent, and frankly self-incriminating, it's hard to believe that King Von would go on to achieve mainstream success in the rap game. But his music was undeniably good, despite the murderous messages behind it. He genuinely had a talent for taking these dark experiences
You're in a
he had
position
the
like this,
streets
gang,
and
you're
making them
supposed to
into
say,
songs that painted a vivid picture.
no
And
matter
celebrities
what.
would soon begin discovering
But
his
that's
music
all he know.
and promoting it
You gotta
without
think
the
about
full
that. When you don't know
appreciation,
nothing
the
else,
stories behind the
when it's
songs.
all you
Von
know,
would end up
gang,
getting a huge career boost when basketball star LeBron James' son, Bronny, would jam out to Von's original anthem, Crazy Story, with Bronny even passing Von's music to his father, who reportedly would end up becoming a fan of playing Von's music during his workouts. While Von spent close to 2 months in jail in connection for the attempted murder in Atlanta, he would spend some of that time behind bars writing some of the biggest songs of his career. When he got out, he would go on the run of a lifetime, taking over the rap game with his new songs and buzzing reputation as a real shooter. Priming fans for the upcoming release of his debut mixtape, Grandson Volume 1, Von promoted it with an Instagram post pondering if the people he killed spirits follow him around until he dies, and also tweeting that by the time people work out what he's done, it will be too late and his mixtape will be out. The tape's lead single, What It's Like, dropped on September the 2nd, 2019, and the music video for that song would feature that video of his ops saying that he was responsible for the killing of Can't Get Right, as well as footage from his arrest in O Block and courtroom footage from the Atlanta case with Lil Durk. This song is an introspective and deep track about what it's really like living the gang life in Chicago. Von would rap about getting to jail and being given knives to defend himself, ops trying to work out who killed their friends, and rapping that when he was in jail, he caught somebody who killed one of his friends and beat them up. Even saying that he was in jail with D. Rose, that same shooter who was allegedly at the scene of the Lil Mark murder with Von, rapping that he was there in a cell when D. Rose got sentenced to 40 years in prison for a 2014 murder of a teenager, with Von rapping that witnessing D. Rose get sentenced to all of these years really hurt his soul. Von would end that song with a heartfelt outro, saying that the same cops that locked up his friends D. Rose, C-Day, and Rondo Number 9 told him that they were out to get him too after he caught his murder in 2014. Von said that the cops were trying to catch him
I
and his
heard that
friends
song,
like it was a game,
and that
really,
probably
this
was like
just
one of the
Von
realest
taunting
songs
those
I
cops who would
Shorty
never be
had
able to
wrote.
catch him for the things he'd
I ain't gonna
allegedly
lie.
done. Ironically, just
I
the day
give him
after
that.
dropping a song about the cops trying to arrest
What
him,
It's Like
the cops
or
would
whatever.
arrest Von for battery on September the 3rd,
No hate, I
2019,
felt that
after
one.
apparently beating up a man who called his girlfriend Asian Doll a bitch in the studio, with Von admitting openly on Instagram Live that he just beat somebody up for his girlfriend.
Somebody called my girlfriend a today. Tell her I'm in Miami, bro.
Beat his ass.
Von would be in jail and not posting to his own Twitter account for just over a month. But while he was inside, his music kept on releasing, all in the lead up to his Grandson Volume 1 mixtape.
So at the end of the
September
day,
10th,
Von lost his life
Von would appear on a song called For a Fact
over
by
Asian
rapper
Doll,
Sim
right?
Santana.
All that was
On this
about
song, Von would rap that he's
a
killed
female.
and
That was
will do it
female.
again, as well as a lyric
That
where
was
he
the
says
start
that all
of
of his bodies
the
are
reason of him
headshots, and that
getting
tweeting
into it
about
with
murders
young
has
boy
attracted the
Quando
attention
and them,
of
right?
cops, as well as lines about catching ops and killing them by bus stops, seemingly a reference to the death of Little Mark. But it would be 3 days later when Von would bless the fans with the song that they'd been
Man,
troubled
just
with.
because he in London,
So
he in
Crazy
London.
Story Part 3
All
was
this is
finally
all over
released.
the
This was
internet,
another
bro.
op shooting storytelling anthem and the most significant release leading up to September 19 when his Grandson Volume 1 mixtape would come out.
All
was a
this because of
real
Asian
debut for
Doll,
Von,
man. He
with the
lost
project
his
landing
life
at number
due to
75 on the Billboard
some
200.
coochie
And this project
that's
has
out
some
right now
crazy
getting
song
smacked
nonsense,
by
like
his
the track
homies
F Your
and
Man, which is a
everything
love song
else.
where Von raps about
He
seducing a
turned
woman
up
with
and
a
did all
boyfriend
that,
and vowing to kill him for
trying
her,
to
along
save
with
a hoe,
numerous lyrics about killing ops and catching bodies,
a
as well
rap
as
hoe
shooting up
that
funerals.
is
He also had
still doing
another
what she
song
was
with Lil
doing.
Durk called Twin Nap, where Durk says that Von shoots people and that they got caught
I
shooting
never
on
want to
camera
be a
with no
gangster like
masks on,
Von.
seemingly a reference to their
I'm
Atlanta
too
shooting
smart to be
case.
like
Von
him.
raps outright that he tries to kill people,
That's why I'm still
ironically saying
alive,
that he
right?
can't speak on what he's doing because the feds are watching him, you know,
He
whilst
wasn't
rapping about what he's
sacrificed.
doing on his Billboard
He
charting
got
mixtape.
himself
He
killed,
also had the pop rap
being
love
a
song
tough
No
guy.
Flaws, where he sings to a woman about how dangerous and handsome he is. He also had a song Mama's Boy, where he says that his mother is who raised him into the robbing savage that he is today. He also references beating up K.I. on the train on this song. Von was putting out a lot of bold statements on this project, and surprisingly, with all of this coming out whilst he was still behind bars.
Hey, y'all saying somebody said I'd never be like Von. I would never want to be like Von. That's not the legacy I want to leave when I leave this earth. How much can y'all say he was doing for his kids? How much y'all could say he was there for his kids? How much y'all could say? What can y'all really say about King Von besides killing? or rapping about killing. What can y'all say? Tell me. What good deeds can y'all say? I promise y'all can't go on here and say nothing. When you the breadwinner, you gotta be smart. There's nothing like his cousin and them talking about they get the video took down for trying to smut his name. You can't smut his name because that's what he was about. That's what all he talked about. That was him. Right now, the difference is, what can y'all say besides I don't want that to be known on my name. If y'all, hey, look, if y'all know King Yella and y'all been following me, what good can y'all say about me? How much dirt or bad stuff can y'all say about me? You want to be known for the good stuff that you did in this world. You don't want to be known for. You don't want to be known for uh, 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 this. That's basically the devil. He might as well. They might as well come out with his movie the same way they did. What's that white dude that was just killing all them people, man? That's but y'all know what I'm talking about. That yeah, Jeffrey Dahmer. Jeffrey Dahmer. It's like a Jeffrey Dahmer story. You might as well just say King Von was a Jeffrey Dahmer, man. That's basically a hood Jeffrey Dahmer. Freddy Krueger, Chucky. You know what I'm saying? Hannibal Lecter. I got a real story. From the bad to the good. See, the difference in my story is gonna be there. If you really from the trenches and you know me, then you know. Um, but more of the stuff I have to get to you. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna be able to just tell my life story off the internet. You know what I'm saying? You put on the internet. I put on the internet what I want y'all to know about me.
2019, being released and returning to Twitter.
But the game is to be sold, not told. Remember that.
Going on tour to perform his new hits live. And Von would go on to play huge shows with his fans going crazy, and he would waste no time beginning to tease new music soon after his mixtape dropped. Specifically, the first single off his next project, titled 2 AM, a song where Von rapped the brazen lyric beginning to tease new music soon after his mixtape dropped. Specifically, the first single off his next project, titled 2 AM, a song where Von rapped the brazen lyric, "Can't put no more guns in my videos, cause the ATF and DEA know they ain't props." And after this release, Von would claim to be receiving multi-million-dollar record deal offers. But while Von was getting more and more famous, so too were the rumors of him being a real killer, and his incriminating lyrics weren't helping matters either. During this period, it seemed like Von would simultaneously be claiming to have really done all of these murders in his music, but then at other times, being desperately trying to convince his following that he never did anything. On his November 29th release, the song Rollin' with fellow rapper and accused double murderer YNW Melly, Von would rap that he has killed so many people they should call him Rambo, and saying, "I did it, but it wasn't me," which perfectly sums up his attitude during this time, jumping on songs and saying over and over again that he really is the killer they say he is, and then jumping on Twitter to say that he would never do anything like the rumors say he did. He would tweet after this release saying that somebody is trying to send him to jail every day. And in December, Von would appear prominently on Lil Durk's Family Over Everything compilation album for his OTF record label, with the front cover of this project ironically resembling a suspect board for a criminal investigation, with Von positioned as an underboss under Lil Durk. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if the feds just downloaded this image and added it to the case file. But a few days later, on December the 14th, 2019, Von does a post on social media saying that he is all these dead people want to talk about in heaven. Rest in piss to the goofies. I wouldn't be the savage I am today if it wasn't for y'all. It seemed like Von was really getting more and more comfortable saying that he was a killer publicly. The following week, on December the 21st, 2019, Von does a feature for the rapper Little Loaded where he raps that he put that boy in a box. But not long after this song dropped, Von would go live on Instagram in the car telling fans that he has bodies and even going as far as to ask them to guess how many people he's killed. And asking the fans if they think that it's more than 5 bodies. And even seemingly swearing on O.D. Perry's life that he has killed more than 5 people.
Body. And I got a lot of bodies. Tell them I got a lot, BJ.
They know.
Just free, how many y'all think? Let me stop there. Nah, you can't.
Hey, look.
How many though?
What y'all think? Or y'all think his ass all cap?
More than 5.
Or y'all think his ass all cap?
More than 5?
Maybe he cap.
I'm taking it out. I'm taking it out.
Oh, yeah, it's sorry.
Oh, more than 5. Ah, shut up.
Saying numbers.
They put numbers up there.
Goofy.
They put numbers up there. No, I'm just playing, man. We talking.
Y'all get off that scary shit, y'all. Y'all getting scary. Stop being so scary.
They go, damn. Damn.
Von was either feeling invincible or just being completely reckless. He would tweet a couple of days after Christmas 2019, beat the odds time and time again without doing no funny stuff. Staying 10 toes. I done chased and beat up the guys that you were claiming was gangster. I got fans all over the states. One of the realest and rawest people you'll ever meet. You're welcome. As well as saying, F his dead ops. Going into 2020, Von was still winning, tweeting that it now costs $20,000 to book him for a show, and then announcing a huge booking opening for G Herbo on his PTSD tour. Clearly stacking that paper, in February, Von was going live in the bank, making a large deposit, impressing the bank manager.
Posting that crazy. What's up, man? You good? Yeah, good. They feed me. Ain't nobody with it. Nobody's safe.
But soon Von's bank account was about to go to the next level, because at the end of February, he would release one of the biggest songs of his career, his hit track, Took Her to the O. Another storytelling type track with a catchy chorus where Von shouts out O Block. But this time, it wasn't some random made up story. This was a song all about him meeting a woman who leads him to his rival from Tuckerville turned rapper, FBG Duck. Von ends the song saying that he shoots Duck, literally rapping that he killed him and left him on the curb, with this supposedly fictional FBG Duck murder scenario being reenacted in the music video of the song too. The day that Von released the video, he would tweet saying that everything he says in his music is made up and that he's just rapping to make money for his family. And I'll be honest, I believe this is where we see Von's psychopathic tendencies really shining. Not only had he seemingly killed people and occasionally attempted to deny on Twitter, but this time he had actually made a whole song and an entire narrative music video about him personally killing FBG Duck. This is someone he had openly been embroiled in a deadly feud for around a decade with at this point. Von was literally making videos telling the story of how he was going to kill FBG Duck, all while claiming on Twitter that his lyrics were just entertainment. But apparently they weren't, because allegedly behind the scenes, Von had put $100,000 of his hard-earned rap money up as a bounty on FBG Duck's head. This is the kind of behavior that makes me feel King Von really was a serial killer, because no amount of success in the rap game was enough for him to stop killing people. Instead, his compulsion to kill, or at least to commission killings, is just too strong. He would continue to allegedly use his resources to have people killed behind the scenes, all while attempting to maintain a somewhat clean public image, despite all of the music that he was releasing celebrating.
Shorty got a problem, man.
Views in 24 hours. And at this point, Von was really one of the hottest prospects in the rap game. Fans were really hungry for his next full-length release, which came on March the 6th, 2020, when he dropped his new mixtape, LeBron James, named after the famed NBA legend LeBron James, who had become a fan of Von's music along with his son. And Von would troll his ops by even purchasing a promotional billboard for the project on 63rd, as well as releasing Not From 63rd merchandise. Unfortunately for Von, however, the project itself would end up debuting precisely at number 63rd on the Billboard charts. Sometimes I see stuff like this, and I just feel like it must have been God just making fun of Von for all the bad things he did in his life. Because this was his biggest career achievement. But you know, he must have been furious to have ended up charting at the one number that he despises. And Von would never even publicly acknowledge or tweet the chart performance of this mixtape, probably for that reason that it went 63rd. But landing at 63rd on Billboard was still a great performance for a relatively new artist with such violent and raw content. The project itself would be laced with more aggressive drill anthems, like the track Down Me with Lil Durk, where Von
So what's his
raps about
best
getting
year?
daughters to bring
Was
people back
Von
to
best
life
year
so he could
2020
kill
and he
them
died in
again, killing
2020?
so many
That he had the
odds that
most
surviving
views
ones
and dropped the
don't even
most
use friends.
music in
There would
2020
also
and
be the
died in
song
2020?
Roblox, where he seemed to reference calling for the hit
Am I right?
Get Right.
Y'all
Then
know
there
I
was
was
the
in
track
prison if y'all
Don't Wanna
didn't
Be
know.
Me, where Von explains that his mindset growing up had to be either him or me. He'd reminisce on hearing gunshots the night he moved into O Block as a child.
Somebody using Cash ID.
Around killers and criminals.
Inbox it to me
Right
on
every day.
Instagram,
He
King
would
Yellow
rap
from
about
Ada
being
Block.
devastated at the loss of his right-hand man T-Roy, and explaining how losing Sharoyd, OD, and Platoon turned him into
Them
a
wasn't
killer
his
in
ops,
2012.
man.
Ultimately describing the
Y'all
gory
keep saying it was
details
somebody that
of
called
the
us
bloody
ops.
couple of months of killing
Them wasn't
he
no
was
ops,
allegedly
man.
involved in
They was
2014.
innocent
And during this
bystanders,
time,
man.
Von also begun to post pictures of his friends from O Block posing with large wads of cash and referring to them as Get Back Gang Entertainment, further blurring the lines between the music and the real gang killing people in the streets. A week later, Von would appear on his girlfriend Asian Doll's song, Pull Up, a track with jaw-dropping lyrics where Von claimed to have killed 7 people in total at this point, saying that if he catches 3 more, he's at double digits. A day after that release, Von would tweet that girls hook up with him just
Bet.
so that they can
I'm gonna
say
check when I
they
get
were
off
with the
live,
killer.
man.
Next, he appeared on the song Get Back Mode with O Block veteran Boss Top, where he rapped that he was stacking up bodies like Tetris. All of these murder anthems were doing numbers, and the money was rolling in for Von. He would graduate from buying his mother Gucci purses, soon flexing on Twitter that he had just bought her a brand new Mercedes and large suburban home. Von's career was going from strength to strength, and he was showing no signs of letting up. On April the 29th, 2020, he would drop his new single, Grandson for President, coming with lyrics where he says that they're trying to blame him for all the unsolved murders in his city. He'd rap that he's trying to kill all of the ops, and he would end his verse saying that he could kill you by rapping on the beat or by shooting you in the street. And Von would promote the music video for this song on Instagram, adding a caption with 7 skulls, asking people how many they have, sparking speculation that this was him cryptically telling the world once again that he had killed 7 people to promote this song. A few days later, he appeared on the song Body Count with Mozzie and G Herbo, rapping that if you have a few bodies, everyone will know. A couple of days later, Von would tweet that he can't get a job now because he has more bodies than Tay-K, a teenage rapper who got 55 years for murder. Von would also tweet that he's done more hits than made hit songs. And then, on May 21st, 2020, a vlog was released that showed Von going back to O Block, aka Parkway Gardens, to hand out wads of cash to his gang. And it would later emerge that Von was providing drugs and guns to his old hood and splitting the rewards with his crew, providing them with jewelry and luxury vacations in exchange for their work in the streets. Von clearly didn't care about broadcasting his activities to the world. Eventually, people began to take notice. On May the 22nd, YouTuber Trap Geek releases an iconic video on King Von titled The Soft-Spoken Assassin. This video essentially broke down Von's violent past and his rise to the top of the rap game.
One murder of a kid named Odell, allegedly, according to the internet detectives on Reddit, has King Von's name written all over it.
And Von didn't seem to initially appreciate the attention, tweeting that the videos these white people are all making about him aren't true, calling them the cops, or 12. However, a month later, Von seemed to have a change of heart, and he would actually begin to use that nickname that Trap Geek gave him as a caption on his Instagram, declaring himself to be a soft-spoken assassin. 2 days later, Von tweeted that he still has people on his list, presumably referring to a list of people he still wants to kill. And it seems that the biggest name at the very top of that list was FBG Duck. Von had been going back and forth with Duck since high school and had a years-long grudge against him. He'd had a Twitter exchange with Duck the day before he'd allegedly killed K.I., who was a close friend of Duck's, an exchange where Von said that he was also looking for Duck. In fact, a couple of months after King Von had released the music video for Took Her to the O, that video where he played out his fantasy of killing Duck, Duck would go live saying that he beat up Von on the school bus back in the day.
Beat your ass on the bus on Tuesday.
Duck would also tell Von that he's only famous because of Lil Durk.
You come up under dirt. When y'all get mixing as Lil Durk homies.
But here's where things get chilling, because as Duck continues to mock Von in what seems to be a disrespectful, but at least not entirely
And he wrong. He didn't act out killing him. He was acting out. He said they caught that nigga Brick, hit him in his shit. He was talking about Brick, long live Brick.
Insult him throughout the entire live.
Then he
seemed
threw
like
a
Von was
brick.
plotting on having
So
Duck killed for
you
years.
wrong.
In November 2018, King Von would be on live, apparently in Lil Durk's Atlanta home, expressing his desire to see FBG Duck dead, saying that he would perform at his funeral whilst eating some cereal.
Yeah, cereal be busting you. They said King Von featuring FBG Duck. I said that's what they want to see. Stop that, man. I'll perform at his.
Find what you love.
That nigga said I'll perform at his funeral. Something was wrong with this dude, man. I ain't gonna lie.
$1,000 bounty on FBG
Everything he
Duck's
said
head.
was just
Funnily
sick.
enough, Von tweeted throughout his career that his main goal was simply to make $100,000. And when Von was finally rich, less than a month before Duck was killed, he would tweet, "Von got the money, so Von gonna pay it to his brothers." And he would also later rap on the song Me and Doody Low that he gave out 100, so you can bet that they're coming. In July 2020, Von would also show off O-Block chains that he had purchased for his friends from the famous hip-hop jewelry store Icebox, something that we now know may well have been an incentive provided to Von's shooters to continue to catch bodies for him. And soon, we would see the tragic reality of this situation playing out on the streets of Chicago in real time. On the afternoon of August the 4th, 2020, FBG Duck is shopping in the Gold Coast, a place that's been described as the Rodeo Drive of Chicago, a high-end and high-profile tourist shopping district. After being given Duck's location, 6 shooters were sent from O-Block to kill him. They were Charles Liggins, aka C-Murder, Carlos Offord, aka Los Munna, Marcus Smart, aka Moowop, Christopher Thomas, aka C-Bag, Kenneth Robertson, aka Kenny Mack, and Zell Munna. After being provided with his location, 2 vehicles end up 30 minutes away from O-Block, pulling up to the location where Duck had been shopping. Then, at about 4:37 p.m., Duck would be confronted outside of the Dolce & Gabbana store by a group of masked individuals hopping out of 2 cars and opening fire on Duck in broad daylight. A man and a woman who were standing with Duck at the time of the shooting were both injured, but fortunately survived. And someone would even post a 12-minute video depicting the crime scene immediately after Duck's death.
Turned itself
Duck
to a
being
bag.
seen writhing in pain on the ground in the final moments of his life. Once again, this situation just drives home the destruction these killers were so willing to inflict on the streets that they lived in and to the fellow citizens who lived there with them.
I'm in the Gold Coast right now. They shot FBG Duck, man. I don't know who shot him, man. I just ran into this, y'all. Man. They shooting in the Gold Coast of Chicago, bro. Chicago is not a safe place to be. You cannot even go downtown and enjoy your day without violence, bro. Look at this, bro. Look at this, bro. That's a Chicago rapper, man, by the name of FBG Duck.
After Duck's passing, this brazen broad daylight hit would make international news, with reporters comparing the killing to a Chicago mob boss hit from the 30s.
On August 4th, 2020, it looked like an old-time outfit attack here on Chicago's Oak Street. 2 attack cars, 4 shooters, and a hail of bullets. But the target wasn't a 1930s gangster. He was a new millennium rapper, FBG Duck.
It would appear that only 7 minutes after the killing of FBG Duck, King Von would tweet a goat emoji, seemingly congratulating himself for pulling off a hit that he had wanted to do for more than 10 years. This was quite possibly the 9th murder that King Von was responsible for, and the 11th that he had allegedly been connected to. And perhaps Von soon realized that he shouldn't be celebrating this one too hard, because the following day he would tweet denying being involved and saying that everybody blames him. Von would later tweet that him and Duck settled their differences before his death, suggesting that they were even going to make a song together. This to me seems like an obvious lie, once again showcasing the psychopathic tendencies that King Von had when it came to killing. In public, he would say anything he could to take the heat off himself and appear innocent, but behind closed doors, he had allegedly plotted, paid for, and was celebrating Duck's murder. Von and other O-Block affiliates would go on to release song after song referencing the murder of Duck. The day after Duck's death, King Von and Dirk dropped their new song, All These N-Words, a track which doesn't have any specific lyrics pertaining to Duck, but in it, Von would rap about having bodies from way back, and the song's release essentially served as a victory lap for Von, Dirk, and anyone else who would have been happy about Duck's demise. OTS Doody Low would reference people getting killed whilst shopping on the song Me and Doody Low with King Von saying outright on the track that he gave out 100,000 and sent his boys coming, as well as saying that somebody got left shot in public before being rushed to the hospital.
I'm on live.
Lines of rapping, Von essentially broke down the entire hit and the price he'd allegedly paid for it to happen. Von would also rap on the song Don't Miss with DQ that Duck got nailed, no hammers, as well as lyrics that seemingly refer to the funeral shooting and the killings of Modell and Doc. On the posthumously released track Shameless Remix with Boss Top, Von would also rap that he's ducking no beef. And even Lil Durk would later release the song Should Have Ducked, dissing FBG Duck and saying that he's smoking him. Lil Durk would take things to the next level, even joking with country music star and collaborator Morgan Wallen that he loved duck hunting. This would lead to Wallen posting duck emojis on Dirk's post and later being forced to apologize after being informed that he'd actually been tricked into dissing Lil Durk's dead ops. After FBG Duck was killed, it seemed like King Von and his team truly felt invincible.
Straight
Pretty much from
goofies.
here until the day he died, King Von
Involved in
didn't
people
care
that
who
ain't even
knew
got
about
nothing to
the
do with
killing he was
nothing. Like
allegedly
y'all be
responsible
doing
for.
anything,
In his
bro.
music and on social media, he would troll endlessly and hint towards him and his friends being real killers, seemingly oblivious or just not caring that the whole world was beginning to learn what he had done. In August, Von is on Instagram Live with DQ from O-Block saying that there's no more FBG.
All that dissing, or saying something, or even acting like y'all with some that y'all know for sure I ain't with, I'm smack that on there. I ain't gonna feel like that. Yeah, we know y'all ain't gangsta, y'all on the internet. We know y'all ain't gangsta, y'all ain't trying to do that. Ain't no more FB. Ain't that right, Big DQ? Ain't that right?
Von would also tweet that he knows the police have his phone tapped and that all they'll find out is that he gives people money every day. Money for what though? Von would also go on to tweet that 63rd was no more, and another saying, "You heard what they say I did, but I did worse," indicating that Von had done even more crimes that the public didn't know about. After this, we would see one famous example of King Von's crimes catching up with him in the music industry. He had actually been booked to perform at rap music festival Rolling Loud in 2020. However, the pandemic of 2020 would shut that down.
Karma came right back around the corner.
So instead, Rolling Loud would end up hosting a digital live stream event with rappers in September of 2020. And as part of this event, King Von would be interviewed in a shocking segment where the hosts were asking him questions that had been sent in from the comments, with some bright Chiracologist submitting a question to the unsuspecting hosts, who would read it, asking Von if he would ever collab with names of people he was rumored to have killed. With Von even being so amused by this question,
I wonder why, y'all.
bodies, he would even go and find his trusty shooter Muwok, putting his face on camera to show the reaction to these
I
clueless
ain't happy. I don't want
interviewers
nobody
dissing their
dead.
dead enemies.
They
But
want to know if you do a feature with
don't play.
Odell,
Don't play.
P5,
The man upstairs don't
Malcolm.
play, man. He gonna get you.
You know them?
He gonna get you before the devil gets you.
Never mind. Yeah, he already told us about Tuka. He said Tuka one of his favorites to work with. They want to know about the Gleesh Place video. Oh, Gleesh Place is coming soon. And I do a piece with all of them. Don't just send them money. Yeah, we need that bag. 100 racks. 100 racks a feet. I don't think they got it. My boy charging 100 racks. Don't get me started on this. Stop you chicks. Y'all don't know me. Y'all don't know. Check it out. Say the name. You want to do the pictures again? You'd have to scroll up. I can't even see that. Y'all listen to the names. You said want to do the picture. We'll get a clip of it and we'll send it to you. Tell me the names. Listen to the names. You say want to do a picture. They want to know if you'd ever do a song with Young and Ace, Jada Youngin, and K. I don't know who that K or. No, say the other names you said. You gotta scroll up so I can read that. Can you do that for me? Hold on. It was. No, scroll up a little more.
You know, y'all can unsubscribe or get off my page if y'all ain't rocking with me.
Modell, Tyreek, P5, or Malcolm.
It'd be haters. It's all good. You know they be shadow banning me.
That's a no, right? I'm assuming that's a no. Hey, folks can talk. You know, police. I don't even. Who are those? Am I supposed to know who they are? Man, them people is dead. You bogus. No, I'm just playing. What's that? Let's go to the next question. No, that's crazy. They have me violent like that. Hey, you went there. Fuck 63rd. No, I'm just playing.
The day after this, Von would tweet saying, "Who wants clout? If you diss Von, he will put you in the clouds." Possibly another reference to FBG Duck's murder, whose nickname was, of course, Big Clout. A day after this, Von would take to Instagram Live, saying that he's tired of people judging him because of YouTube videos about him.
Yeah, I think y'all know me because I watch YouTube and y'all look at these people telling y'all stupid. Oh, yeah. Y'all look at people telling y'all this. Some people tell me bad when y'all telling me over them. It's over here. If they had to do it, I do what they got to do. Y'all don't know me. I ain't on no super touch, no super game. That's just what's going on. That's where I am. That's what's going on. So I'm laughing, I'm smiling right here. Because I'm super gangster.
This was an epic Instagram Live where Von would go in depth on a lot of things, showcasing both sides of his personality. He would say that he's really a gangster like the videos say, but that he's also smiling about it because it makes him laugh, before also reminding fans not to play with him because he really is dangerous.
I'm super gangster. I'm like that, but I ain't on that. You see what I'm saying? I'm smiling, I'm playing with y'all. But don't play with me like that. I don't play with nobody like that for real.
King Von would tell his fans that him and his O-Block homie Louis killed their odds.
Kill your lot. Dick sucking ass on King Dave. Got to fucking with some niggas on King Dave, King. Don't trip. We ain't even gonna talk about that no more. I wish Louis would rah. Not as well.
He love that sick lifestyle, man. You know some people, gang, like me. I didn't choose that lifestyle, bro. It was unfortunately that this is what you got to do when you know what I'm saying? When you in the hood, you in the trenches, you got to be just either eat or be eating. You feel me? But unfortunately, some people just like it and love it, and that's what they choose. But me, I always got money. I always hustled. I always did what I was supposed to do. I never was the toughest nigga at all. You know what I'm saying? Never wanted to be the toughest nigga. You know what I'm saying? I done took a lot of L's, but I probably done took more. And I ain't gonna say I probably done took more losses than wins. You feel me? But God know my heart and know what I'm working at, and that's why I'm still here. At the end of the day, that shit ain't about nothing, bro. You know what I'm saying? You here, then you gone. You know what I'm saying? In reality, watching this, y'all, it's really like a lot going on in my head, like, and it really just showed me how messed up Shorty was. You know what I'm saying? Fortunately, he lost his life. Duck lost it. A lot of people lost their life, but in reality, everybody not meant to be here. Some people deserve to be gone, and that's just what it is. Some people we don't need on this earth. Some people is good dead, and that's just what it is.
Seemingly hyped up and begins to ask the audience which ops he should talk about.
Yeah, let's talk about it. I'm gonna roll today. I'm right out today. Who to talk about? Drop a name on my.
Von goes on to say that people are just mad because he's
Y'all can still hear it?
and because he knows that he did violent things to people who were in the comments on this live. With Von even going as far as to say to his viewers, if he did something to you or your family, comment below and he will pin it.
Hey, I know you. You ain't know me. I know you behave. I look like this and I'm tough like I am. Oh, yeah. That shit hurt. And I did. I see I did. Yeah. That shit hurt. I just seen your name on the dollar if you looking. I can tell you. Comment, I'm gonna pay y'all if I did something to you. Let's see how funny. No, you ain't do shit to me. Of course, maybe if I did something to somebody in this plan, we make this street.
Who entitled to be for Pepsi?
Man, this street all bad, okay? I done lost everybody. Everybody dying, everybody in jail, everybody dead. I'm being loyal.
Von was really careless during this period of his life. It really comes across as if he never thought he would get caught, or as if he simply didn't realize that
our
the
youth
whole world
gone,
was
man.
listening to him. He would continue
It's
to
over
tweet,
with.
saying that he would be ready to drop soon, and asking fans what they want him to drop, a song or an op. Then on the 4th of October, another Instagram live of Von would surface, showing Von getting off a plane with one of the shooters accused of killing Duck, Moowop, with Von even telling fans that Moowop has all type of bodies.
This Moowop, he crazy. He got all type of bodies on his head.
His ass was a snitch. He put him. They ain't even see it. He was putting the light on them for the police.
All lyrics seemingly referencing the murder of FBG Duck, aka Big Clapped. The same day, Von would tweet, bragging to have done everything people say they did in the streets, and in Von's case, getting away with it. Then, on October the 14th, 2020, Von releases a song called Slide with another rapper called Yak Yoga. This song is a reinterpretation of FBG Duck's own hit song of the same name, Slide. But of course, Von would use his version of Slide to mock Duck. 2 days after that, he would tweet the word Duck with a love heart and a picture of himself ducking his head down. Clearly, all of Von's brazen activities in the streets and online were indeed making him the target of an investigation. Because also in October, Von was at the airport when he was seen on social media being searched by the police and getting angry about the fact that he was being targeted.
If I can get y'all ID one more time. Hey, y'all want to search me for what? I can get yours, sir. Just real quick. You took a picture of my ID, man. You already took a picture, man. What y'all trying to search me for? Alright. Police all on my head, what the wrong with these people? They took out and search my girl for some drugs out there. Hey, matter of fact, look. This took a picture of my ID, got my address in it. They just now know this man, you see what I'm saying? You can remember his face. King Bob, I don't know what the going on. I got a flag time out.
Use Kayak's filters to find hotels that have the free stuff you want.
Shorty, man.
Who also defended Donald Trump. But clearly, Von wasn't worried because the same day that footage was going around, he would also tweet that he has bodies from way back, perhaps taunting those very cops who were stopping him at the airport trying to solve these murders. Around this time, King Von would also do an interview where he seemed to suggest that he was making the most of his career because he knew the cops would eventually work out what he'd done and put him away.
I'm trying to go crazy real quick, but the bed's coming.
What? But not one to let some meddling cops get in the way of his booming rap career. A couple of days later, Von would drop his debut studio album, Welcome to O Block, on October the 30th, 2020, a date which coincidentally was the anniversary of T-Roy's birthday and the murder of P5. Welcome to O Block had some bold songs, where Von would hint further at the crimes he'd allegedly committed. And ironically, the very first lyric of that album would see Von admitting that the cops had onto him. By this point, Von's lyricism was the sharpest it had ever been, and he really did have a talent for using music to communicate the dark reality behind the life that he had lived. Another line on that opening track, Armed and Dangerous, really stuck out to me, where Von raps that he has inflicted tragedies, massacres, and casualties on his ops, admitting that he did a lot of things to people that he can't remember, but he knows that they remember him. He would reminisce on October 2012 when he had allegedly killed numerous people, rapping that people were dying all of October, and that it's the real Halloween. There was also the track Demon, where Von would open up about becoming a killer after the death of his friend White White. A track featuring a lyric where he claimed to have killed 7 people, saying, "Bodies, I got a few. 4 plus 3, 3 plus 2. This is a line a lot of people assumed meant 7 kills and 5 assists, or killings that he was present for. But my interpretation of this would actually be that it's Von saying that he killed 7 people personally before he became a rapper, and 5 people who were killed by his crew, either while he was allegedly present, like in the case of Lil Martin, or allegedly on his orders, like would have been the case with FBG Duck. Hell, some people would even count Dusky to King Von's body count, because after all, Von would claim that he was smoking Dusky after his death, having tweeted not long before that you can only smoke somebody if you had something to do with killing them. If you include that, that would make a full 12 bodies that King Von has been associated with over the years. Combine that with the fact that Von would end this song by boldly saying FBG Duck, then I think it becomes pretty clear that he's trying to take responsibility for this killing. Another song on the album called The Code would see King Von rapping about splitting $100,000 with his team, being goated. A line that hits different when you know that he allegedly paid $100,000 to have Duck killed, and tweeting a goat emoji immediately after the murder took place. Von would only be alive for around a week following the release of this project, but recording numerous songs and freestyles that referenced his alleged murders, like King Von's Audio Mac Bless the Booth freestyle, where he straight up rapped that he had 7 bodies. On the 2nd of November, he would tweet that people want to kill him with a yawning emoji. Clearly, Von was not scared. In fact, one of the very last things that Von did was an interview with DJ.
You ever heard of Sicko Mob?
Part of this interview was a discussion of Von's beefs. Academics would press Von about his earlier
Of course he do, because he's making money off of it. He was signed to him.
Beef, with Von
So Von money
and suggesting that
going in Dirk pocket.
their DMs.
You know you Duck to the mix. His mom killed him. You and Duck.
Gang, how you gonna tell? See, this ain't right. Gang, how y'all do that? His mama was not there. I ain't never met his mama. I don't know his mama. You see what I'm saying? I'm talking to him. You see what I'm saying? They deleted all our DMs, so I can't show him the
don't know why they do that. From here, a flustered King Von would try and sidestep his past beef with Duck. They just went to school together. They just make it look real crazy to y'all. These just really people you all went to school with. Nah, that shit's super crazy to me. I get you. That's how they make it. Like, yo, you gotta understand, like you said, they right there down the street. We went to school. It ain't that's it, you know. And then, you know, it's just that we ain't cool no more. It was, you know, but it ain't that serious. Like it's to the point where let's talk about it. But it ain't. Let's now both of us rapping. We can figure some that we can stop all the violence, all this shit. That shit. We got a voice, you see what I'm saying? Like we tell Chicago fall back to tell Chicago. Eventually, academics would ask Von how he felt when he heard about Duck's death, and Von would start slowly eating cereal, saying that he was hurt by Duck's death in an incredibly unconvincing manner.
Were you saddened by the news that he was murdered?
Man, hurt. I ain't gonna sleep that night. Can't believe it. At a certain point, Von tells academics to hold on. He would then point the camera away from his face, and we would hear what
I'm on live.
His friends laughing off camera. And before Von came back
What?
to camera, for a very brief moment, we got a glimpse
What?
of Von's friend from O Block, BJ, laughing in the background. Oh.
Your stuff better be clean down there too.
I can't help but notice the fact that Von is eating cereal whilst discussing the killing of Duck.
Well, you eat just cereal straight out the box, no milk.
Yes. I've said it before that I believe Von was a serial killer, but honestly, he's mentioned cereal so many times during his career, it really wouldn't surprise me if this was some kind of cryptic message that he was using to signal to fans that he saw himself as a serial killer with Duck as his latest victim. He would strangely tweet about how much he loves his cereal after a series of alleged murders in 2012, even tweeting that eating cereal is the first thing he does after shooting someone. He would promote Dirk's cereal whilst they were both on the run from the Atlanta shooting at the Varsity, and people on Twitter to buy the cereal whilst waving a clip of a gun, and regularly posting himself on social media eating cereal. And he would also be eating cereal when he told the world that he wanted to perform at FBG Duck's funeral.
Yeah, cereal be busting. They said King Von featuring FBG Duck. I said that's what they want to see. Stop that, man. I'll perform at his funeral.
Then, when we finally saw the actual murder of FBG Duck and academics asked him about it, at that very moment, Von would decide to start eating cereal too. Maybe it's a stretch, but that day when academics called Von, he probably knew he would be asked about FBG Duck, and he made sure to have that box of cereal within arm's reach so that the whole world would see him crunching on cereal at that exact moment. Sadly for Von, soon after this interview, he would end up on the other side of the gun, getting shot himself. Ultimately,
Was he hinting that he was a serial killer?
Twist of irony, it would turn out that despite being connected to so many murders in his home city, Von would seemingly end up losing his life in an altercation in another state, and as a result of a petty rap beef that had nothing to do with his violent past in the street.
Come to TurboTax and don't do your taxes.
Was he hinting that he was a serial killer? What's going on? Why was he always eating cereal? King Von biggest mistake. Asian down.
With fans often speculating on whether their supposed relationship was genuine or simply a fake celebrity romance for clout. Apparently, Asian met King Von just after Lil Durk had signed to the
Asian
label,
down.
with the label arranging a celebrity basketball game where Durk would bring Von onto the court whilst Asian Doll was on the sidelines.
It's the first time I saw we was in just the basket. It's out here. We was in New York. I seen Lil Booty over there in the square. Look. You know, I ain't saying nothing to her. She was looking decent. She was looking good. Well, I ain't saying nothing to her. She like that hooping. And they ain't had no jewelry, no money like that. She had a big ass Gucci glasses, Gucci this and Gucci that. We was playing basketball against Meek and them here, Dirk.
Dirk had just got signed to my label. So they're like, Asian, we having a celebrity basketball game. Do you want to do it? I'm like, hell yeah. I'll play basketball because they know I used to play basketball. So they told me who to play. They like Meek Mill, Dirk. But so I remember Bone playing basketball. They playing. We sitting on the side. He was playing so rough. I'm like, why was he so rough? He was playing rough, y'all. Like, he was rough. Like, he was jumping up. He was doing all type of rough.
He was playing jail ball, y'all.
That
That nigga playing prison ball.
Asian Doll get in the studio and at a release party with Lil Durk, where they would flirt and eventually agree to go on a date.
But then I see her again at the studio. She did a feature with her, and I'm steady flirting, trying to talk to her. She left. Then I see her again. Now I'm making drunk at the little release party for Dirk album. I see her, but I ain't know she was fake talking to somebody else right now. But I'm on her. I'm off the whatever the liquor and shit. So I'm grabbing her hands, trying to talk to her.
Vaughn just kept bothering me, and I'm just like, bro, who is this boy? He just kept bothering me, bro, bothering me.
We walking out, y'all. I don't even know this man. This man got his hand around my waist. I'm like, whoa. Now, I take their phone, I get in his DM, and talk to my brother. I'm there, talk to my brother who I'm taking that deal with.
It's him. That's hilarious.
I said no so much I got tired of saying no. I'm like, let me go on a date. As soon as I said okay, this man boy called me in second. She said the number is, I said she live in Atlanta. Now, I go to the crib. Now, Dirk got a time. He left his truck in my car. He got a track on baby. Wrong. So I'm cool. I got Dirk's car today. So I'm going to pick up. I tell her I'm going to take her out.
King Von would actually pick up Asian for their first date in Lil Durk's Jeep Trackhawk, the very same truck that they caught their attempted murder charge in Atlanta. But in the end, the date between Asian Doll and King Von was apparently a success.
You know, I ain't slow. I knew the Dirk car. I ain't thinking, oh my God, he got a car. They got 300 on him. And like, this Dirk car. Because I had already seen Dirk post the car. But it was so cute. Because I'm like, they sticking together. That's crazy. They like, Dirk helping him out, letting him to the car for the weekend just so it can impress me. So I got a little money. I only had like, I was double time, like $600 a month. And a little outfit, a nice outfit, my outfit that on. Took some of Dirk alone and took his car shop, go pick up, got to eat and shit. So he came pick me up. He kept saying, he kept calling, making sure I was gonna get ready. He's like, get ready. After the date be cold. So he had a jacket.
Worst mistake ever.
But he was cold. So I just got under his jacket with him. And then like my chest touched his chest. Our hearts touched each other's hearts. Just everything just connected when I hugged him after the birthday. And then
bitch.
They would make a connection and eventually make their relationship official. Asian Doll would even release a song called Grandson about King Von on Valentine's Day 2019, with him appearing in the music video. In a March 2019 interview with Lil Durk, a shy King Von would reveal
She put that little coochie on him. Put that little coochie on him and messed his life up.
shout out Asian Dad.
Okay.
Yeah, he go ahead,
Yeah, man.
Got tough. He was tough over her.
Looking at you like, come on, man.
You did all that in the streets. You got to think about this. You did all that in the streets. Whatever you serial killer, whatever they saying he is, a damn situation over this female, you lose your life.
I'm on the plane for 20 hours. Everybody. I miss my boss crying. I miss my boyfriend. My husband.
She not even wet like that at all anyway.
He didn't want me to be out here turned up, so I got all my car down on the plane. Now I'm finna just turn up.
This is our maker.
She not even wet like that, bro. Yeah, she found a weakness in him. Something he ain't had. He been locked up all these years. He been never had none. She put that little power of the P, put it on him. I'm hating. Y'all always saying some goofy stuff. I'm hating because I'm telling the truth. It's the difference.
You. I'm always talking about you.
Why he ain't alive? Why he ain't alive? Hit that like button, y'all just not coming in the chat, man. Subscribe to my channel. Y'all rock with y'all boy King Yellow. Yeah, she alright, man. She ain't wet, so. Look what she did. He done posted, did songs with, what's his name? Fabio Foreign and Wooty Woo Woo. The next thing you know, she in New York, Fabio and them busting her down. Come on, man. It don't be no loyalty, man. Loyalty is before, after death, everything.
While out on bail for that attempted murder, King Von would end ended up getting into a fist fight with a man in a studio who had apparently called Asian Doll a bitch, being sent back to jail for a brief period.
Somebody called my girlfriend yesterday. Tell what happened to my hand, bro. Over beating his ass.
And despite Von winding up in jail for it, it would appear that Asian Doll would actually appreciate Von's protection, calling him her bodyguard on Twitter, with Von himself saying that he wishes she wasn't a rapper so that he could keep her home and protect her, saying that he doesn't trust her around other rappers.
But isn't it nice to have somebody in the same industry as you?
That ain't my rapper have. I wish she, I can't say I wish she wasn't a rapper, nothing like that. But it'd be better if I knew like she's at the house. Instead of going around all these people that ain't around and damn, what's going on? Now I'm just thinking, how you damn, what the fuck she doing? Why she answer the phone?
And that's how she be
She
feeling.
feel the same way.
No,
I understand. That's what I'm saying. Like,
I wish my nigga was in the damn house. It's been times where you didn't like a nigga and she had to work with him.
I'm not gonna say nothing because you gotta be.
Like I gotta be
true with yourself.
Yeah.
I know I'm at.
Von was clearly very possessive about Asian Doll, even tweeting that he would kill somebody for messing with her. With that in mind, it's no surprise that eventually there would be another rapper that would seemingly get in between Von and Asian.
Kill
And that
somebody
rapper
for.
would be none other than Baton Rouge gangster rap superstar NBA Youngboy. Now, King
Then
Von
he
had a
got killed
strange
for her.
relationship with Youngboy over the years. King Von would be dissing NBA Youngboy all the way back in February 2019.
Youngboy? Why? Just damn. I ain't gonna be nowhere. But it's like you cheated. Go ahead and say you hang up with your ass. Don't I just left. You know? Yeah. He cool, right? So I can't see you. Let it go. What's up? What you trying to say? Like, I'm just trying to see what you feel about it. He cool. He's straight. He ain't better than you. Yeah, for sure. So you don't be doing shit. I ain't doing the same thing.
In March 2019, King Von would also diss Youngboy again on social media, saying that his music is full of lies.
Youngboy talking about on this song, bro. What? Talking crazy on this song. Oh, yeah? He ain't even like that. Huh? On his ass now. On his ass. You got cap in your raps.
So Von just started trolling Youngboy for no reason.
He'd often play his music and even tweeted welcome home to him in August when he was free, as well as being seen on social media copying several of Youngboy's mannerisms and quotes.
Boy, it's my grandma raising me. You know I ain't no hoe. What up?
Grandma raised me. You know I ain't no hoe.
Perhaps King Von was looking to catch Youngboy lacking rather than admiring him, because clearly both Lil Durk and King Von were feeling competitive with NBA Youngboy during this period. In October 2019, Lil Durk would reply to a DJ Academics tweet claiming that NBA Youngboy was the best street rapper since the Chicago wave, with Lil Durk suggesting that Von was a realer street rapper who could actually compete with Youngboy. In February 2020, Von would tweet indicating that Youngboy was holding on to a song featuring both of them and telling him that he should release it. It would seem that Von and Asian Doll were on good terms around this time, with Von showing off a bunch of gifts and a love letter from her just a few days after Valentine's. However, by May 2020,
He went looking for trouble.
he was going through a rough breakup. Then, the following month, tweeting that Asian Doll was acting crazy and trying to embarrass other women. But a few days later, Von would tweet seemingly indicating that he was back on good terms with Asian Doll. Then, the following month, Von would tweet saying that he doesn't care what a woman does if it's not his girlfriend. A few weeks after that, in August, Von would tweet saying that he takes things too far when he gets mad, and tweeting saying that people won't believe the woman that he just made a hit with. That same day, images would surface of Von spending private time with the mother of NBA Youngboy's child, a woman named Jania. And later, speculation swirled that Von and her may have even created a sex tape during their time together, after King Von tweeted that he could post a video that would make somebody stop claiming their own kids. And later, King Von's sister would also indicate that she had seen a video of Jania slip.
So Von went looking for that. Von went looking for that. Youngboy ain't say nothing about him. He was talking about him, right? And then went and started smacking his baby mama.
With them when they met, suggesting that Von and Jania had indeed slept together, not recorded music. And Von would later rap on the song Rose Gold with P&B Rock, lyrics that seemed to suggest that somebody's baby mother was bad in bed. One of his friends, 600 Breezy, would congratulate King Von publicly for sleeping with his ops baby mother and saying Rapper K, suggesting that Von and his friends were looking to see NBA Youngboy dead. However, Jania would take to social media to deny the rumors and say that she was simply working on music with Von to make money for her son.
We walked to the table to play the little game after my studio session, and I went home. That's y'all trying to make stories out of nothing. Like I said, I don't quit no. I've been working. We have a song coming out. Y'all wasn't supposed to know, but it is what it is now. We have a song coming out. So in the song,
Vaughn did some Tupac and Biggie stuff.
On top of that, DMs would also circulate suggesting that Von had indeed only worked on music with Jania to make Asian Doll land. However, Asian would later come out and claim that the story wasn't true about them working on a song together, suggesting that she had actually found romantic DMs between Von and the mother of Youngboy's child.
No, I've seen that in them DMs. I've been saying none of this not a surprise. So all that song,
The day after those pictures of Von's rendezvous with Jania surfaced, Youngboy would post a picture with a caption saying that he's going to make sure that his son grows up and sleeps with King Von's daughter since he's trolling him with his baby mother. And while this was all going on, another Chicago Black Disciple rapper close to King Von, Lil Reese, was claiming to be planning to beat up NBA Youngboy's artist, Quando Rondo. Quando would reply to this, saying that Reese won't do nothing. A few weeks after this, King Von would seemingly threaten Youngboy and Quando Rondo, tweeting on September the 7th, 2020, that he hopes that God has room up there for more dead people. This seemingly provoked a response from Quando Rondo's right-hand man, Lil Tim, the next day, who warned Von and people from Chicago about messing with Quando. And this would seemingly be followed by a response from King Von the next day, tweeting, reminding the world that he has been fighting his whole life and that he hits hard as hell. The same day that all of this is going on with Von and Jania, NBA Youngboy would drop a snippet of an unreleased song. This song later turns out to be the track Dead Trolls. And in this song, Youngboy claims, like Von, to be responsible for 7 murders. And rapping that he's going to catch someone from out of town who is chasing after a girl and kill them. Youngboy would also rap that his ops are mad because they can't get a feature from him. Perhaps a hint to a potentially uncleared collaboration between the two artists being held back by Youngboy, as one of King Von's earlier tweets seemed to suggest. Some people would later claim that this song actually predicted King Von's death, with one lyric saying that he's planning to kill someone in Atlanta after a show. But chances are that's just a creepy coincidence. But it's no coincidence that Youngboy dropped this snippet the very day that Von was running around with the mother of his child. A day later, Von would tweet claiming not to have a girlfriend and to simply be focusing on his career. But a few days after that, Von would tease a snippet of a new song of his own, a track titled Too Real. In this song, he would rap that he's going to expose somebody and that he's going to kill somebody because of a rap beef. Then, in September, Von would jump on Instagram Live to address his ongoing beef with NBA Youngboy, saying that he's not in beefs in the music industry and that he doesn't want to beef in other states, but also saying that he will beef people for no reason if they don't like him.
But everybody ain't into it, nobody ain't. Two of the people I've been having beef with.
Thanks.
I don't want to be into it, nobody from all in another town for no reason.
Y'all know I speak about stuff that's going viral on the internet, right? I don't wake up and make up stuff, bro.
I don't gotta know why we into it or nothing. You only gotta tell me why you don't like me. Don't even tell me why you don't like me. I don't even care. Just let me know you don't like me. You know what I'm saying? Let me know how you don't like me. That's what it is. Let me know. But I'm so gangster that I don't need a reason. It don't gotta be no reason. We can be into it. Like, I don't care. It don't gotta be a reason, for real. I'm into it. It don't gotta be no reason. I don't know why. I don't care why. But it can be that, you know what I'm saying? But I like to know why we into it.
I'm gonna do it.
I ain't no goofy. Like, then I play hard. I ain't trying to lose. I can't lose to nobody on hold.
You lost. Yup, back in the day, yup. I've been in KKK for sure. You lost to the niggas.
You've been knowing me, Lloyd. Like, but I go hard everything I do. Tell them you came through. How you get trained in the neck, Lloyd?
Grandpa, when I'm sunburned,
You know why? Because he went looking for that. He egged that on. He went looking for them. He was picking. He was picking at them. They wasn't looking for him. They wasn't even messing with him. He did all that. Responding to DJ Academics and messing with people and doing all that. Man, listen, man. Bullies don't last too long, gang. Man, Ball Stop probably did steal his draws, man. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Bullies don't last too
Tweeting that
long,
he
man.
still isn't doing relationships. In September, Von and his sister were seen in the club with Youngboy's baby mama once again.
2 days ago, Jania was spotted in the club with King Von's sister, and King Von was also there as well. You couldn't see them together, but you know they were together if you know.
With all of this going on, Asian Doll would be feeling the heat. At the start of October, Asian Doll would go on Instagram Live to address the situation with Youngboy and Von, denying that Von embarrassed her and saying that if she's single, then it's got nothing to do with her.
Nobody embarrassed me, guys. Y'all need to get off my dick with that. Like, nobody embarrassed me. Nobody. It's nothing nobody did to embarrass me. I was not embarrassed. Like, damn, y'all hoes mad about a tweet. Like, y'all, like, dude don't even know you. Clowns. Y'all hoes get left for me. Smack the shit out of when you, you crazy. Don't you know, I'm a real bitch at the end of the day. Like I said, you would never see me sweat. You would never see me go outside behind nobody. Who you is, friend, anybody.
But Von went outside because of you, though.
To do with me. I'm not stressing that shit. I'm not tweeting nothing. They don't have to do with me, gang. Nothing. When somebody's single.
Shout out to World Colorado. Gang. Hit that like button, man. Share this live. Turn on that notification bell. Subscribe to my channel, man.
Also in October, King Von will begin tweeting to promote a new
We almost at the end, man. It's gonna be over with in a minute. Link. What time is it? We still got a little time, so get everything straight. We go for a little minute.
Youngboy is rapping like a gangster, but now he's got to show Von whether or not he really is a gangster. After this snippet released, Von would tweet saying once somebody has slept with a girl, he doesn't want her anymore. With this possibly being a hint towards Asian Doll moving on to
2 hours in.
with it actually being rumored that Asian
I've been on here thugging with y'all. I love y'all. Y'all can't say I don't love y'all. I bet Dirk ain't never sat on her, or Von ain't never sat on there for 2 hours with y'all. Or nobody else, man. This me giving, I'm giving y'all my time, man. For real. I got a baby and a woman right here. I can be giving my time to them. For real, y'all gotta respect that. Y'all gotta salute that. For real.
Youngboy posted a snippet of a song that he made with Asian Doll, a song with the ominous title "Meet the Reaper." Von would be seen listening to the snippet of this Youngboy and Asian Doll song, later tweeting that the song is trash, followed by yet another tweet alluding to there being a sex tape between him and NBA Youngboy's baby mother. Von would then say that him and Jania's song is way better than Asian Doll and NBA Youngboy's song, and saying that it has a better cover-up. Another hint that he might have had compromising pictures of Youngboy's baby mother. Then Von would backtrack.
I love y'all. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram too, King Yeller from Ada Block. And I'm finna get my old original page back, King Yeller 1300. Poop, what up?
The day before he was killed, King Von was incredibly
What up,
active on
Poop?
Twitter. He would diss NBA Youngboy, tweeting that rap is a pussy, that he's not one
Come
of
say
them,
hi.
warn people to approach him with caution.
Y'all wanna say hi to Poopy?
Gangster, but that's not what they're really like.
Baby, trust in her.
He's not her, just retaliating to the disrespect he's received with no feelings involved, suggesting that what was going on was just entertainment, with Von eventually saying in another deleted tweet that
Look.
he's going to lead by example.
Say what up, big boy.
Than Youngboy, and saying that he's quit
Hey.
the beef because many wars
Say what up.
started
I just
over a
woke
woman,
up.
that he's not with Youngboy. He would say that they're sharing the same woman and that doesn't matter. And then in King Von's last recorded interview before his death with DJ Academics, he would touch upon his beef with NBA Youngboy since coming into the industry. Von would deny that this was a real beef, saying that they have the same girls and the internet has just blown it out of proportion.
People told me you and Youngboy was beefing or something like that. What happened? What's going on?
Y'all subscribe to his YouTube channel too, Playing with Trust. Playing with Trust. He got his own YouTube channel. You see them?
No, it's the internet, gang. It's the, you know, they try to make it like that because it's the internet. You see what I'm saying? And then, you know, how females get
That baby
females
boy.
they
Got my poopy.
try to make it like woman.
Hit that like button for Baby Trust. What that at? What?
You should worry about. Unfortunately for Von, things would be very serious indeed. And the
Welcome
very
to you
night of
down
that
there.
final interview, King Von himself would escalate things
Alright.
and get more than he bargained for. And little did he know that this feud over women would end up being the beef that would take his
New Hard Mountain Dew is finally here.
The feud over a woman. The reason he lost his life. Playing crazy. But Von did that to himself, gang. He did that to himself. So y'all gotta understand. Them people wasn't in. Young boy wasn't messing with him. Quando Rondo wasn't messing with him.
Himself to enjoy these times because he
Y'all just starting beef and starting problems with people. For what? Yeah, he's gonna be tall. He's gonna be better than me. Poopy. Y'all saw that? He just spit up.
And we ain't broke, I mean, you know, life you gonna be down again, like I'm up right now. It's gonna be times I'm gonna go through some, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna think back to this time. I could always reflect on this time, like.
Time to go night night. Now listen, man. When you thank y'all, he gonna eat it. Watch. Let me show you how fat he is. Watch where it's gonna go. Yeah, you caught on camera. They see you fat.
Von would end up losing his life at the very height of his career. His album Welcome to O-Block had debuted at the unlucky number 13 on the Billboard charts. Ironically, just one position above NBA YoungBoy's album Top,
Yeah.
that had already spent 8 weeks on the chart.
You gotta really be with somebody, bro, to be warm, bro. On tour with somebody, you can't just be messing with nobody for a couple months and ready to go to war. That's tender dick. You can't. It don't happen like that. You gotta really put time and effort and they all let in, bro. Have a home, a family. You know what I'm saying? He's 6 months. It's gonna be 7 months on the 30th. They gotta be worth it, gang. If it ain't worth it, ain't, man. Von lost his life, but it was deeper than that situation. That's the past. That past caught up with him, man. Oh yeah. And he never posted it. He said, "Oh, yeah, oh."
Just after 1 a.m., King Von would retweet a Young and Ace lyric with a caption saying that his crew are going to catch somebody and he sees them as food. Because while King Von is performing at Opium, Quando Rondo and his entourage are fresh off recording a new music video for the song The Drop, being seen on social media showing off an array of high-powered weapons that they're holding onto. After finishing his show, King Von would be seen leaving Opium in an SUV, and interestingly, that truck could be heard playing the NBA YoungBoy song My Window as it was driving away.
See a lot of cars behind him. Stop playing!
Apparently, Von would confuse his team by choosing not to go back to his Airbnb as his security crew initially thought. Instead, Von would take a last-minute and unexplained detour to the Monaco hookah lounge where Quando Rondo was, with King Von's manager, 100K Track, later telling DJ Vlad that his team was blindsided by the changing plan.
He went over there to the after party, and then his driver and his homeboy let us know that we was redirected. We think we were going to go to Airbnb or the hotel.
At around 3:20 on November the 6th, King Von would find himself outside the...
King Von did that to himself, man. He was looking for trouble, man. He was looking for trouble. And when you go looking for trouble, you're going to get what you're looking for. I don't care who you is. If you looking for something, you're going to get what you're looking for.
Security footage of the fight and subsequent shooting will circulate online after the incident. What happened that night is that Von walked up to Quando Rondo and sucker punched him outside the club and proceeding to beat him up in front of a huge crowd. But after throwing a few punches, Quando's friend Lil Tim would jump out of a car and shoot King Von 4 times. Von's friends from O-Block, Slutty and Louie would attempt to shoot Lil Tim, leaving him wounded but not dead. After shooting Lil Tim to the ground, they would attempt to execute him on the floor, but the gun would jam. Whilst this is going on, a wounded King Von continues to wrestle with Quando Rondo on the floor. At this point, Von's other friend Muwot would approach, punching Quando Rondo to the ground and separating him from Von. Meanwhile, after failing to execute Lil Tim, Slutty and Louie would attempt to flee the scene, without realizing that they were running directly towards undercover police officers who would opened fire, believing that their lives were in danger too. The police would kill Slutty and leave Louis in critical condition. Muwop and other O-Block members would drag King Von's limp body to a waiting car and rush him to the hospital. But what's even more crazy is that Quando Rondo would take Lil Tim to the very same hospital that King Von and his team were at, with Quando Rondo even going live, showing himself trying to get Tim into the hospital and get assistance. PHF Bezu would later post saying that he'd seen Quando at the hospital, suggesting that they would have shot him if he didn't start recording. But ultimately, King Von would be rushed into emergency surgery in critical condition after the shooting. He would ultimately die in hospital. With media all
He
around
still
the
was
world
fighting.
waking up to the news.
He was fighting after he was shot. Shorty was crying, crazy.
GBI rapper King Von and his group were at Opium nightclub before making their way here to Monaco Hookah Lounge, then to the parking lot where chaos ensued. Believe it or not, this all playing out right in front of 2 Atlanta police officers.
One of them was actually inside his patrol car, or next to his patrol car with his blue lights on.
APD responding, attempting to stop the shooting.
Look at the doors wide. The doors wide open. They bailed out.
He tried to protect himself and stop what was going on.
The investigation on this shootout will continue. No officers were injured during this incident. According to GBI, this is the 82nd officer-involved shooting that they've been requested to investigate.
I didn't know they killed Slutty and his other homie got popped. Y'all went over there playing. See, he was talking about all that fighting stuff, but wasn't nobody trying to fight. They had pipes on them too, but them niggas wasn't trying to fight. Them little niggas wasn't trying to fight. You thinking they trying to fight because you talking about fighting and all that? They talking about fighting on the internet? Yeah, a lot of people gonna be talking about fighting. They not gonna fight. They can't fight. A lot of these niggas can't fight, bro. So he went over there playing, bro, and lost his life playing. He lost his life playing, taking life for granted. What he been doing, moved to Atlanta and thought it was sweet. He thought Atlanta was sweet. Slutty shot Timmy, the police shot Slutty and the other one. You know, they was there to protect Von. They did that. But them niggas died. For what? At the end of the day, Von lost his life for what? Quando and Timmy is still living. He in Atlanta. Them boys is finna get self-defense.
Modell McCambry, and the person who was shot with Modell the night he was killed posted a picture of FBG Duck, saying that Duck would be happy greeting Von in the afterlife. P5, aka Crack's cousin, would post on Facebook saying that he had been praying for the day that King Von would be killed, whilst other friends of Crack would post tributes now that their friend's killer was no longer alive. Apparently, Crack's little brother would even post saying that they called 2 of the 3 people who were present when Crack was killed, and suggesting that they were disappointed not to be the ones who killed Von. Outside of Chicago, affiliates of NBA Youngboy like Big B would mock King Von in an Instagram story, saying that it was funny that he was the one who started the beef and dissing NBA Youngboy, and now he was the one dead.
The joke's on you, this now you getting wrapped down.
Meanwhile, people on Von's side would express their heartbreak at losing their main man. Asian Doll claimed to want to die when the news came out, and Lil Durk would mourn the loss of his twin. Even rap's #1 superstar Drake would post a tribute to Von after he passed. NBA Youngboy's biggest enemy, Fredo Van, would also mourn the loss of Von too. 12 days after his final tweet, somebody would take control of King Von's Twitter account, releasing a statement thanking everybody who supported Von whilst he was alive. There would be a media frenzy around King Von's death. Funeral homes were also refusing to take King Von's body due to fears of violence at the ceremony. And when the family finally found a place that was willing to host the funeral for Chicago's most famous killer, they were forced to have it at 1 day's notice. Eventually, Von would get the peaceful burial his family had hoped for, with Von being laid to rest in Chicago on November the 14th, 2020, with pictures of Von's funeral program and casket being posted on social media. But being such a divisive figure in Chicago gang politics, Von's enemies continue to disrespect his gravesite to this very day. Naturally, Von's death sparked a
Why though? He did everything that happened to him. Everything that's happening to him, he did.
150 miles an hour with the steppers. BJ, who was also shot the night that King Von was killed, would also post saying that their ops are cursed now that O-Block is after them. Meanwhile, NBA Youngboy affiliate Michi replied and said that people only really slide in silence.
Right there all day, going on hands, scary, doing all that camping, you know, all that shit, man, real don't speak. Hey, if you gonna do something, man, do something. You don't come to no city in the Now that you in the city, man, you was supposed to slam out that, man.
Silence the secrecy, man.
With a painting that became a tourist spot. This mural became a pilgrimage for both die-hard fans who wanted to show their love and death-defying ops who wanted to show that they're not scared to come to Oblong. With longtime rival FBG Cash posting up at the mural with a disrespectful caption towards Von, with Cash himself ending up being killed only months later. Just a few months passed from Von's death, his self-proclaimed twin Lil Durk would dedicate his next album, The Voice, to King Von, releasing it on December the 24th, 2020, with a front cover that depicted Durk and Von together. And eventually, Quando Rondo would break his silence about his involvement in the incident that claimed King Von's life. On the 20th of November 2020, Quando Rondo releases the song End of Story, a song that's title is a disrespectful play on Von's most popular song, Crazy Story. And in the song, Quando touches on the incident that ended up taking King Von's life, expressing frustration about being judged and saying that other people's friends wouldn't have defended him like Lil Tim did, as well as essentially dissing King Von and his friends, saying, blood on your brother on the ground, go pick your mans up, as well as rapping that him and Tim are claiming self-defense and that Von should have never put his hands on Quando. He would also claim that this situation led to $1 million bounty being put on his head. And following the release of this song, he would also elaborate further on the events that unfolded that night in an extended interview with Angela Yee, speaking on the situation, saying that the night that Von was killed, he thought he was just letting a group of random people walk past before being suddenly sucker punched by Von.
Like, I'm thinking it's a regular individual. Next thing you know, a nigga hit me.
Quando would say that the entire incident felt like an out-of-body experience to him.
It's like I had an out-of-body experience.
Quando would also claim that the moment that King Von came over and started to fight with him, he felt like the devil was coming to get him.
Like, it's like the devil was coming to get me, like...
Quando explained to Angela Yee that Lil Tim was his day one homie and he would protect him from anything.
He would. One thing about it, he gonna protect me with anything, which anybody should do.
Apparently, while the gunshots were going off, Quando says that he prayed, unaware of what was going on, and only coming to his senses after both Von and Tim had been shot.
On some out loud screaming jive, like out of body experience. It's like everything went back normal, and I could back down.
Quando was adamant that he didn't even know that it was King Von that he'd been fighting until the next day.
I didn't know this was him. And, ma'am, I swear to God, on my soul, ma'am, like, ma'am.
Quando would also say that he didn't know about the beef between Young Boy's camp and King Von's camp when this all went down.
Cause I know dude just dropped the tape. Like, was they trying to do something to me? Just boost him up or like, what? I don't know.
You just don't know where. You just don't know where. You have no idea.
However, unfortunately for Quando Rondo, there would be more tragedies headed his way personally following the death of Von. In the aftermath, Quando Rondo and his team would be a frequent target of what appeared to be revenge attacks. He would be targeted in a shooting at a convenience store in Georgia on the 2nd of May 2021, luckily escaping without injury. But in the next incident, Quando would be less lucky. On August the 20th, 2022, Quando Rondo and his entourage would be targeted in a shooting in Los Angeles, an incident which left his close friend Lil Pab dead and a devastated Quando Rondo being recorded at the scene in the immediate aftermath.
I mean, what good can you say about him? But for that, he started that beef. They wasn't into it at all. He did all that. He antagonized them. He was messing with them. He was doing everything. Jumping out for what? They wasn't thinking about him, man. He did that to himself, man. God don't like ugly. You can't go just messing with nobody. If I jump out walk out the house right now, go across the street, punch dude, and he got a pipe on him and shoot me and kill me, he getting off with self-defense. You went over there messing with the people. Man, I don't know why we went over there messing with them people. I don't know why you went over there messing with them people. Facts. You got real problems in Chicago. Why is you moving? That's like me moving to Vegas to start beef with Las Vegas people. You getting into it with people that live down here. Who do you think you are? This they backyard. This they city. You a visitor. If you move there or not, you're a visitor. This is Dave's backyard. You can't do that, gang. You can't come. No. God don't like ugly, man. Long live him, though. But his whole lineup from the things he posted on Twitter to the things he said in music to the things he did with NBA and Quando and them with irrational and stupid, dumb decisions. Caught a case with Dirk and them. Dirk didn't know he was a liability. Period. Either you a problem or a solution, man. He was a problem, man. Dirk didn't understand that. Dirk was changing and getting onto a better path. Even though the hype, it turned him up, put him in a better position. He got a Drake feature, everything. But King Von was a problem. Period. I'm in the middle of my career. You got me fighting attempted murders. You got me in tour with other people. You got me. You're the problem. You the problem, gang. We finna wrap it up though. It's towards the end, man.
Extreme poverty with a major disadvantage. He found himself being drugged into the extremely violent streets of Chicago, and he ended up being allegedly one of the most violent killers in O Block's history. By the time he died, he had been connected to at least 11 murders that I've read about. But ultimately, we'll probably never know the full extent of Von's activities in the streets. There's no doubt that Von was a prolific gangbanger and shooter, but having spent so much time analysing him and the things that he did in his life, it's hard to ignore the pleasure and pride that he seemed to get, not just from killing, but being known as a killer. An everyday gang member or even mob hitman tends to kill for survival or money. But for Von, reading all of his tweets and lyrics, it's clear that he derived a great deal of psychological pleasure from the killing.
All I see in life, a person like this, you're a send-off. You're a flunky. You're a flunky, bro.
Famous as a rapper, he couldn't leave that in the past because he wasn't killing to survive. He was killing for fun and gaining satisfaction from the whole world knowing what he had done. There was no reason for Von to take so much pleasure in the murder of Can't Get Right, and there really was no reason for Von to put a $100,000 bounty on FBG Duck's head. Von would have been a millionaire by this point.
He said that because Byron popped out and beat the living life out of Quan, though. He got that. But that's the last thing you remember was fighting, swinging somebody, and then you went up to the sky or went down to the devil. You did that to yourself.
Jeffrey Dahmer was known for targeting black gay men in his community, partly due to the fact that
I just compared this man to Jeffrey Dahmer. Sick.
Von's alleged victims, it seems like he had a type too. Young black men, women from the same poor and overpopulated area he was from. Because perhaps like Jeffrey Dahmer, Von knew that the cops simply didn't care enough to solve these crimes, so he knew he would get away with it. And he did get away with it for his entire life. Von would beat every murder investigation that his name was ever placed in. But if he was alive today, he very well may have been facing a life in prison for his role in the killing of FBG Duck. Von gave the world a lot of great music that told one of the most unique and raw stories to have ever come out of the Chicago.
I ain't gonna take that from him. He did his thing.
One of the biggest and best rappers to ever emerge out of the city. He made great music, but also did terrible things. And so realistically, he'll probably also be remembered as rap's very first serial killer.
Shout out Trap Lord Ross, man. Trap Lord Ross, man. Some of the stuff kind of wacky. Some of majority of the stuff like, okay, buddy. But this what I got to say. Von did so much dirt in his life, guys. He did so much. Listen, when you got a dark cloud over you, looking up, everything you gonna always think about. The police come, dang, they gonna find out about this. They gonna find out about that. They gonna do. He did so much dirt and so much foul stuff, gang, that he knew one day it was gonna catch up to him. So he knew the lifestyle he was living. Eventually, he was gonna get murdered. Eventually, he was gonna be locked away in prison forever. He just knew. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, his family, man. At the end of the day, people try to cover it up, and he put this image out to the whole entire world. His mama know that. No matter what, some people, in front of their parents, they ain't gonna do that. You an angel, you da 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 da. But one thing for sure is Your parents know what type of trails, what type of, when you start acting wacky and you start acting weird and, but my baby, he been going to jail since he was a kid. His mama know that boy wasn't no angel. She know that King Von was a devil. King Von was a demon. King Von was a retard. King Von was a person that didn't care. King Von was a Jeffrey Dahmer in the hood, the black version. Besides eating them, and King Von, like he said, King Von was a fucked up individual. I don't think he had no good intentions at all. I don't think nothing. I think he just was a negative person. King Von was a negative person. It's your boy King Geller, man. I love y'all. Thanks for rocking with me. We've been on here 2 hours and something, man. I love y'all. Subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell. Follow me on Instagram, King Yeller from Ada Block, FRMADABLOCK. King Yeller from Ada Block. I had a ball going through this, man. Trap Lord Ross, man. He did his 1-2, man. It took time, investigating, da-da-da-da-da. He did his 1-2 on that, man. I never claimed to be I did some, hey, listen, man. One thing for sure is this. You repent, you ask God for forgiveness for whatever you did. You ask God to forgive you for the things you did, and he gonna forgive you. But if you continue to keep doing that, he got what you. Von ain't asked for no forgiveness, man. That man probably never prayed. He probably never prayed. But y'all go check out that documentary, man. It's your boy King Yeller, man. Skeezy Gang Boss, TMG the label, connected like cable. My new video out, Reasons, Famous Rats, Skeezy World, 4, 5, whatever number I just dropped. I think 4 is out right now on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere, man. Tap in, subscribe to my channel, turn on that notification bell, hit that like button, man. I'm out.